What's up, THL? We've got Salty Saturday here. I am Slimsh. I'm joined by Comp, once again, of the Dream Team. How's it going, Comp?
It's going well. Happy Salty Saturday.
Happy Salty Saturday. Best day of the week by far. Although we love our Team Rank Friday, we love our Tavern Talk, we love our Sunday Ticket, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, we have quite the lineup tonight. We have, starting out first, these guys are doing their screenshot exchange right now. We have Markshire from the Harry Generals versus Kuthroat of Noob Central. These guys are 2 seeds, and they will be going at it pretty soon. After that is Leumer of Team Avatar against Aroy of Synergy. That's a 4-seed match for the Green Division. And also Green Division, after that, Vendi, I almost said Vendi. Vendi from the Danger Zone against Hamboen from Pure Strategy. So yeah, should be really, really good matches. Those guys are 2 seeds as well.
Right, yeah, it should be really good matches. It looks like between Markshire and Kuthroat, their lineups are pretty similar, right? Like Markshire is running Hunter, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior against Cutthroat's Hunter, Priest, Warlock, and Warrior.
Yep, we're seeing a surprising amount of Priest tonight, although it might have some ability tonight. It can do okay against Hunter and Shaman from what I hear. I don't know for sure. Against Zoo. I haven't touched Priest since the expansion.
Yeah, same here. I have been seeing a bunch of Priest on ladder, and it's mostly been either Dragon or N'Zoth, I guess, right? Like most of it. I mean, they don't feel too strong because I usually beat them by turn 8 or 9 or so. So I guess they're running N'Zoth, but
there you go.
I hardly ever see them.
Yep, and yeah, so the Priest will definitely be an interesting point. I doubt it's getting banned, although it does get banned here in THL. We'll see. Both these guys are bringing Hunter, which has been more and more on the rise. Every week in THL, it seems like I see more and more Hunters getting submitted. As people finally figure out its role and place in the metagame.
Right, and it's just, I think like it's really behind Call of the Wild. Like that card is so crazy good. Or maybe I'm just salty because I've been playing some more like control type decks and like one turn kill turns are the devil.
Yeah,
it's just tough. Like you can go turn 8 to turn 9, Call of the Wild into Call of the Wild. It's just so strong.
Yes, I have seen the turn 8 to turn 9 Call of the Wild. I have seen it like well into the top half of an opponent's deck, and they rarely lose doing that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. It feels a lot like Secret Paladin in the old days, too, where it just felt like one card is pretty strong.
Yeah, High Main was the original Dr. Six. We just never called him that because no Dr. Boom existed for that train to start rolling at the time. So yeah, I think Hunter's definitely on the rise. I brought it this week in my match. I think it's a really, really cool class to bring. Even so that it's restricted to mid-range essentially at this point, because Face is kind of dead, right?
Yeah, mid-range, right? Yeah, it's just much stronger. At the very least, even if you're running some of the like the lower end minions, like Call of the Wild is so strong, like you almost have to run it.
Yeah.
At that point, your curve tends to run higher. So it looks like Kuthroat bans the Warrior, is what we've heard so far.
Yeah, Kuthroat bans Warrior. He may suspect a Tempo Warrior, which maybe he's got Zoo that he doesn't like that. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like Hunter pairs up well against most Warriors, and Priest can actually do pretty well against some Warriors too, especially those N'Zoth variants, if that were to be the case.
Though I know, at the very least, I've ran some Pirate Warrior a bit, and that feels pretty strong against Hunter. It's like the one class I feel like I always have a pretty good matchup, just because usually you're just so fast.
Yep,
that the Call of the Wild doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely worth noting that Warrior has kind of quickly become one of the more flexible classes, which is just insane. They've got Tempo. Totally. They've got Dragons, they've got Control, they've got Pirates if they want. So
Cthulhu, right, yeah.
Cthulhu, of course, yeah. So maybe more and more people in THL are just banning it out of the mystery that Warlock used to sort of have as well.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because, like, you can sort of, like looking Hunter, Shaman, Warlock, you pretty much know it's going to be, mid-range Hunter, aggro or mid-range shaman, and for the most part, like they play fairly similarly, and
Little
zoo
bit, yep.
for the most part. And warrior, I could definitely see the warrior ban from Kuthroat. So it looks like Markshire's bans priest.
Priest has been banned.
And that should be interesting, which means we're probably going into battle now.
Yeah, should be any moment here. So yeah, after these bans, their lineups still have Hunter and Warlock in common. We don't know what kind of Warlocks, and technically speaking, we don't know what kind of Hunters. And Markshire's got Shaman, which survived the banning stages, which is very strong, supposedly. Although if Kuthroat left it up, he must have a plan, you would imagine.
Right, yeah, right.
Although it's kind of hard to have a plan for Shaman. It's just kind of... It's funny you mentioned Secret Paladin earlier. It's kind of that deck in a lot of cases. It's just so strong. They have so many ridiculous and potentially just overpowered cards. Thing from Below is crazy. Tuskar Totemic, when he rolls well,
forget it. Like, right.
It hurts.
Totem Golem, right? Like, yeah, no,
right.
It's bad news.
These guys are queued up, it seems.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily know what they'll lead with. If I were Markshire, I'd probably get the Shaman out there. It's probably bound to find something.
Yeah, right. Like, get your win in. You know that's going to do pretty well against pretty much anything.
Goes with the Hunter and finds probably the matchup that he would like the most with what looks to be mid-range charm. We see the 2 Call of the Wilds right away. Definitely want to pitch those back.
Yeah, those are way too slow.
Maybe see them around turn 8 or so. Two animal companions on the coin. Very strong. Kuthroat hasn't quite mulliganed yet. See the Varian Rin, see the Gorkron, the Karen Bloodhoof, of course. So definitely Tempo Warrior.
Yeah, I see it now. It was sort of delayed where I didn't have Cutthroats.
Right. Yeah, so definitely...
Well, that curve definitely feels bad in terms of just, like having Varian Rin.
Yeah, he hasn't mulliganed yet. A little better now. The Armor Smith is somewhat mediocre. There's no Fiery Bat or anything to kill. Malkrok's very slow, but yeah. Looking pretty good in Markshire's court, though.
Yeah, right. Morrowind probably helps a little bit.
Yep, in the long run. Ooh, Houndmaster to follow up one of the companions, should they stick. Which is pretty solid.
Yeah, right. And if you're Markshire here, next turn at the very least, you'd figure coin out companion into companion.
Yep, he's kind of mousing over his cards a bit, maybe making Kuthroat think about something. We don't know. So yeah, Armor Smith pops out here. Whether she does a bunch of work, not really too sure at this point. A coined Misha or Huffer could be really annoying for this Armor Smith.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so here... I would definitely coin out the animal companion if that was...
Yeah, yep, just when you're a mid-range deck like Hunter, just establish the curve, see what happens. Gets Leok, which is unfortunate, of course. Yeah. But at the same time, Kuthroat really... Oh, he picks up the 10 mana Varian Rin. Not much to be played here. Bloodhoof Brave, a turn away.
Right. And, yeah, a lot of dead cards.
Yeah, I mean, the hand is so bad that maybe there's an argument for poking in and using Battle Rage, but your face is going to get hit eventually.
Right.
I think there'll be room on turn 5 to play after the Bloodhoof Brave is down, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, even if you armor up here, that's also fine. Because of that. Your armor, your health is going to go down.
Yep, just taking it easy for now. Markshire is going to inevitably roll out another animal companion. I do not think you ever kill Command and Armor Smith.
No, especially not turn 3.
No.
Oh,
okay. Well, strength in numbers. The odds are together.
That's right.
Yeah, so we see Markshire pick up the Stampeding Kodo, which is one of those interesting cards getting played more and more. I've seen some of these mid-range hunters running 2 of it.
Yeah, and then they're also running Doomsayers too, right? Like,
some of them. I don't like those ones.
Yeah.
That's just me though. So Markshire can kind of he can poke the Bloodhoof Brave with one of these and then buff up the second Leok to kill the Bloodhoof Brave. No Leok has to die. in the process. Yeah, seems
Right. Yeah, it's
seems like the way to go.
Best play. Yeah.
There is quick
It's too
shot.
bad it wasn't turn 5, and he could just snap Heating Kodo.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that would have been the best. I think Sampico is going to have other opportunities in the future, though. We see that Acolyte chain in Cutthroat's hand, even. Yeah, so just doing with the Houndmaster seems really good. By the way, this Houndmaster with just passes.
Oh, huh.
Interesting. Really wants that Kodo Dream to happen, which actually this might be a pretty smart play. Although if the Bloodhoof gets enraged along with the Armor Smith, that's a dead Leok.
Right. Yeah, totally. And
there's actually some
Cutthroat has room to do it. Like he could Blood to Ichor, that Leok, and then Whirlwind, generate some armor, kill the.
Yeah, there's even a way with if Whirlwind goes down, and if Blood to Ichor goes on the Houndmaster, actually, he can clear both this Leok and the Houndmaster by using the Armor Smith and the Blood.
Oh yeah, right.
Or
he executes.
Draws Execute, even better.
Yep.
Bloodhoof Brave is definitely not the Kodo target that I think Markshire was hoping for.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, really, really strong turnaround there from Kuthroat. The passive play from Markshire definitely got punished quite a bit there.
I mean, you're probably still okay if you're in Markshire's shoes right now.
I think so.
I imagine. Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh, good. Even got the good kill. I think the Acolyte was definitely
the better kill.
Preferable.
I could have seen also using your quick shots here to clear up the board a bit, but I like the Kodo play just to have your own board. 3/5 feels really good.
Yeah, get a minion out there. Pretty important with high main coming up. Kuthroat, the hand's still pretty slow, but you can draw 2 with Battle Rage and clear this Kodo with Korkron if you would like, depending on what gets drawn.
Right. But definitely draw first and see what happens.
Because one Houndmaster's gone, so depending on what Kuthroat picks up, might even not, or might opt for this as well. It's not bad.
Okay, yeah. Sure, clear, build up some more armor.
Yeah, keeps the Armor Smith up. 2 minions on board to accompany Malkrock this turn is what I'm guessing. Kuthroat's got lots of armor, so good enough weapon, and this high main can just get swung into maybe.
Right, just as long as it's not.
That's a good weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very good weapon. With Malkrock, as long as it's not named Curseblade, you're
right.
happy.
Yeah, you can do okay, even if it's like the Paladin 1/4. What is it?
Yeah, busts
Light's
up the high
Blade.
main. Yeah. Oh yeah, Light's Justice, no good. Busts up the high main, still at 30 health, pretty good. Call of the Wild is on the way though.
So do you kill command Malkrock here?
Yeah.
You can kill command Malkrock, Eaglehorn the Armor Smith. Maybe Eaglehorn the Armor Smith first.
Yep.
Save a little bit of armor. You're going to Call of the Wild next turn, no matter what, anyways. So.
Most certainly.
Clearing up board feels good.
Alternative play, which would have been pretty reasonable to do, is just ignore the Armor Smith and get this Infested Wolf down. Which I might like to see that, but getting rid of the armor game is definitely not bad at all. And Kuthroat still has that Battle Rage. The Ghoul and Armor Smith aren't doing too much, but you can get them out there.
Right, might as well.
Cycle.
Right.
Definitely want some more options because Varian Rin is not getting Blade for a few turns.
Right. Yeah, you just know either next turn or the following turn, Call of the Wild's coming down. You definitely want something to respond with.
Right. You want things to hit into that Misha, because it really hurts to do that with your face. Your face is probably ideally going into Huffer after the fact.
Yep. Right. And here, pretty much. I mean, at this point, clear the Armor Smith and just go face with Call of the Wild, right? Let him do what he can.
Oh,
I guess you can
apparently
also just clear.
Apparently, we have robot voices. I unplugged and replugged my headset, so hopefully that helps. I was just informed.
Okay.
Yeah, so clearing off this, minimize the armor gain.
Right.
Yeah,
Just go face. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Trade there. That's fine.
Yep, protect Misha as much as possible. Although Misha's probably dead to this Grom, which is going to be pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, Kuthroat's definitely taking quite a bit of damage in the process because I'm guessing that it'll tank this hover, but even so, the Grom is going to be.
Yeah, you have to Grom here. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Karen, despite the quote-unquote tempo card that he is, he's really slow.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in matchups like this where you just can't afford to wait that long.
Yep. Yep. So could use a quick shot and Leok to take out the Grom.
Yeah, pretty much, and then just mostly dump your hand.
Yeah.
And the good thing, Temple Warriors don't tend to run Brawl, right? So they're not much in the way of board clears.
And some whirlwind effects have been seen already, so these fiery bats might even be decent. I definitely like just firing the one quick shot because you can cycle this other one next turn.
Yeah. Right, with an empty hand.
Might even just go face because the quick shots, I mean, Kuthroat's very low. Maybe you just don't care about this Grom.
That's true, although, I mean, what can Varian Rin pull up? Maybe a couple Blood Hoofs. The could back that's one thing. And if you leave the...
Yeah, I guess...
Yeah.
Yeah, is that a question? Do you even play Varian Rin? Because... Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe you do?
Right,
I
you're
mean,
down to 13. I mean, you could play it first if you get a Blood Hoof. That's probably your best pull, right?
Right, probably.
This matchup. But, yeah, I guess you can go for the guaranteed monkey.
Yeah, get the guaranteed board and taunt. Clear this Leok. Go face with Grom.
Go face. That's also totally fun.
Yeah. Place the Karen could have also... Well, this has a pretty good lethal, but...
Yeah.
Might also be a potential one for Markshire now. Has 2 quick shots, that's...
Right, so
yeah, this is lethal, for sure. Fiery Bats clear the Fierce Monkey, and you've got...
oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
You've got 9 and then 11 damage to kill the... Yeah.
Yep. Let's see if... I'm assuming Markshire's doing the math, make sure.
Yep. Might as well run it over in your head. You definitely never want to miss this. Oh, no!
Well, oh, no, it doesn't look like he sees it.
There is no reason trap if you're gonna get...
Yeah, oh, okay, it looks like he sees it now. Yeah, freezing trap doesn't matter mana-wise.
Well, good thing he had the mana to spare.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because it's funny just watching like the mouse cursor movements, you know, or like what you hover over.
Yep.
Yeah, alright, he's got it.
Alright. We do see the second Kodo. Very, very interesting. May have been I saw Just Saying playing that, who did pretty well.
Yeah, probably also feels pretty good. Maybe another reason why he didn't ban Shaman, because Kodo does pretty well against Shaman, right? Like against...
Okay. Yeah,
I can totally see that.
Or actually, no, Markshire was the one with the Shaman.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it got pretty dicey there for a bit as the hunter, but in the end, barely squeaked it out, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Alright, so Kuthroat brings his warrior back, and Markshire now comes back with the Shaman.
Yep, looks to be mid-range. We can kind of tell that from the Bloodlust variant. Right there in hand.
Below. And so, pretty much ditch Bloodlust and thing from below, and for Kuthroat.
Yeah, could keep Rockbiter, useful piece of removal. Might just go for more minions, though. I don't even know how good Flame Juggler is, because Totem Golem's just so much better. But
Oh yeah, right, for 2 drops, right? Although like you're totally fine playing that turn 2 worst case. Whereas
True. Yep.
Okay. This definitely feels pretty good.
Sizes up to be a decent hand for sure. Cuthroat's still thinking over there, I believe.
Yeah, he hasn't given yet.
Yeah. So this matchup as a whole, I don't know too much of what to think about it actually.
Imagine it probably comes down to what Kuthroat gets in terms of removal and building a board, right? Like, I don't know if Markshire is running Flame Wraith Faceless.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good for Kuthroat over there so far with the War Axe, but looks like Markshire's teched out a little bit. Has Harrison Jones, although the weapon will be done swinging at that point. And Kuthroat even picks up a solid 3 job. Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Picks up the second Tunnel Chog, not very useful at this point. Probably just...
Right, probably just Flame Juggler,
Yep.
or... Yeah.
Yep, throw out Flame Juggler to die, but at least it comes with knowing that your other minions will be safe.
Right, yeah, that Tunnel Frog, when it comes down, will be safe, and as will the Tuskar.
Yeah. Is he
And then maybe next turn. Oh.
I don't mind this too
Up
much.
Tuskar.
It's 2 bodies out there, so that's
Definitely if you get lucky. What does he get? No, not so much. Healing Totem.
Okay. Yeah, it's too bad. If it were, well, I guess it would have to be Totem Gold, then this would actually be incredible.
Yeah.
But when it isn't that the case.
Right.
That was Primal Fusion, which is very useless at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even play the Flame Juggler here, right? Well, I guess you can, but that feels bad.
I think you could. This is a play that I didn't even see. Very good.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, and really good, actually.
It definitely took quite a bit. Yeah, this is solid actually. Yeah, it's funny to think about Primal Fusion, which I think is a card that's falling more out of favor lately, possibly. But yeah, totems count as totems even when they're totems that are getting buffed. So there you go.
Right.
Pretty good clear. And now, I mean, the Kor'kron Elite to kill a Flame Tongue is completely fine.
Yeah, totally fine. That's probably not going to get punished, I think, unless there was burn next turn. So
right.
That feels fine.
You just can't let those Flame Tongue totems
sit
around. They get so much.
Fusion. Yeah, totally.
So if one of these Flame Jugglers connects, it's got 2 chances to do it. Oh.
One of them's got to.
Okay.
Second one does. That's good.
We got it. Didn't get the 1 and 4 did not happen. Yeah. So Kuthroat has more options still. Can Kor'kron one of these down? Could just Acolyte even, but yeah, I like the Kor'kron.
I like Kor'kron too. Yeah, be a little bit more offensive.
Yeah.
And have establish some sort of board, because he's gonna have to answer it somehow next turn.
Yeah. The Shaman can't deal 1 damage, so I like trading.
Yeah.
Personally, because a second Flame Tongue totem would just.
Yeah, that's right.
This is really good as it's looking so far. Lightning Storm, not what you want.
Yeah, right. At least not now.
If a Taunt Totem could get rolled, I think Markshire could have options to not trade. You would definitely like to draw a card with this Harrison, as weak as this turn's about to be.
Yeah. I get see what you pull.
Okay.
Okay,
it's Taunt Totem.
Okay, yeah.
So you can definitely
just go face.
And maybe this Lightning Storm will actually be somewhat decent next turn.
Yeah, right. Especially if you can pull out a mana golem.
Yeah, that.
Oh, Pharaoh Spirit feels really good. Actually, both of those feel really good.
Yeah, the Lightning Storm is decent. You don't have to roll high on the monkey. To roll high on the acolyte would be really nice.
Would be huge. Yeah, it's the only thing. Like you could potentially hero power first to see if you get the spell power.
Right, but the feral spirits are just so much stronger.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Plus having 5 attack on the totem on the Tuskar. Tunnel Talk, rather, to go face. Was good.
Yep.
Yep, and then Kuthroat's down 18.
Got him. That was that's a fairly important roll, because if the Acolyte survived, not only would it be drawing 2 cards, but it also would have dealt with this, although it got dealt with anyway. Wow. That's very strong.
Pretty well.
And Markshire's overloaded like crazy. Not
By a
that
lot,
he
right?
really had anything to do anyway. You
Yeah,
don't
right.
hex Ravaging Ghoul.
No, you save that for...
Either Rag or Grom.
Right, those are both good targets. Much better than
Looks like it's going to be Grom. I would like to see... I don't know, it's very, very minor running Grom into the Feral.
yeah.
So 1 hex definitely gets dropped down on Rag. You got... Grom, sorry.
Got the other hex in your pocket for...
Yeah,
Rag.
it's fun.
Anything
It's
else?
funny actually. Kuthroat will probably see that hex and say, "Okay, save time for Rag now."
Right.
And yeah, it is. You would think it is, but it's. Although, even so, Markshire doesn't really have options outside of just answering.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. As good as that is, has nothing to fight back quite yet.
Yep.
Although
Yep.
Kuthroat's
Harrison
definitely
is
trying.
just sitting there. Yeah, if you're Kuthroat, might as well just drop double armor smith. Armor up.
Yeah. I mean, might as well. You saw Lightning Storm get used. Could have been the only one. Wouldn't be surprised if Markshire's running 2 though, given that there is a Warlock for Kuthroat.
Right. Mm.
So Thing from Below pops out. That's pretty great. It would take the entire board of Kuthroat to take it out, at least from Markshire's perspective.
Right. Yeah, because we can see Kuthroat's got Execute and Whirlwind.
Yeah, Whirlwind? I mean, these frogs are kind of nice.
Yeah. Right? 2, 4, 5. That's like 10 armor, right?
Yeah, so Thing from Below, as it stands now, it would take your whole board, so it's probably worth executing.
Yeah. Well, I guess do you Whirlwind here? Get crazy armor. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I guess that's fine.
Suicide's the Ravaging Ghoul. I thought for sure an Armor Smith might be going in, but keeps the Armor Smiths around, which is decent.
Yeah, especially with Whirlwind, right? You've got the 2 frogs up.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're healthy. Cuthroat's probably thinking about the fact that he needs a Battle Rage pretty soon to reload with this Whirlwind, otherwise it's kind of useless. And yeah, Ravaging Ghoul wasn't really helping in that department,
Yeah.
being at 1 health.
Totally true. He's already back up to 24 health, or the 8 armor.
Right, which would definitely it would be more of a factor against a face shaman, but I mean, you definitely can't complain.
Yeah, totally. I kind of feel like you could save that Harrison Jones for forever and never see it. Might be worth playing down. Like I might have done Harrison instead of the double Rockbiter here. It does clean up Bloodhoof pretty easy, pretty well.
Yeah, there does come a time for sure when you've held on to this Harrison. Sometimes it's the case against even things like Reno Warlock, where you're like, okay, waiting for that Jiraxis, waiting.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta drop him. But
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I don't blame Markshire too much for hanging on to it for so long.
There's that other Lightning Storm.
Yep, doesn't roll spell power, but still good enough. Because you just need the extra damage to kill these frogs, which are really annoying, and the monkey.
Right.
Obviously.
Also really annoying. Of course, Kuthroat gained a crap ton of armor there.
So much armor.
So much armor.
Now the Harrison comes down. And yeah, really weak pickup for Kuthroat. You can kill the Thunder Bluff Valiant though, which is definitely high on the list right now.
Right. Yeah. Then the totem and pick up a bunch more armor. Yep.
All right. It was a bad idea to open. Yeah. So both players in top deck mode. Kuthroat has armor that looks like he's played just a card True Heart recently, which is not the case.
Right.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow.
For Markshire, I kind of like to play a Tuskar Totemic before rolling my hero power. Although you could get 2 taunt totems by doing it the way that he did, so maybe that was right. Alright, well, Harrison does not get to put a weapon in a museum, but he can kill the man who summons them. Or equips random weapons.
And Flame Tongue definitely feels pretty good, right? Clear Malkrock, Flame Tongue, go face.
Yeah.
You'll need something. Of course, if you're Markshire, you're so far behind in terms of just how much armor, how much damage dealing do you have left in the deck?
Right. Rag's gone. Grom's gone. Varying Rin's still around. Got that.
That's true. Yep.
I really don't know about this Flame Tongue totem because at this point I think you need the totem to set up trades. Kuthroat's got too much life to just rush down. You need to just grind him out as well as you can. Gonna equip the second weapon because there's no acidic Swampus. You can say that, right?
I would think so.
There might be. Manatide.
Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We got. So Kuthroat's down to 7 cards left. So.
Yeah. I think it's definitely fine for Markshire to just play the Manatide like this because he was winning the fatigue as it was, and he knows that Varying Rin's going to get played at some point. So, speaking of which,
there it does.
Yeah, not well. The Flame Tongue Totem. Oh my god!
Oh, that's huge.
That was an amazing pickup because now the potential of the totems to trade.
Right.
You can get that totem golem down there too.
Right.
He wants to get buffed. Yeah, that's
there you go.
a good spot to. Actually, I probably would have placed it to the left of the Thunder Bluff. Let the Thunder Bluff get by the Flame Tongue. Because the totem golem's huge. Yeah, this is pretty good. You could trade off the Manatide because it's protecting your Thunder Bluff.
Yeah, right. I totally would.
Probably something worth protecting. But by doing it this way, Kuthroat's got a lot that he wants to clear.
Right. Well, that Thunder Bluff has to be first. That he pretty much even if he did nothing but clear the Flame Tongue and the Thunder Bluff.
Yeah, if Thunder
He's got to
Bluff,
do that at least.
If Thunder Bluff sticks another turn, this Totem Golem's going up to 7.
Right. You've got Bloodlust in the deck somewhere. That's just gonna be bad news.
Going
that feels pretty good.
So it looks like he's going to kill the Totem Golem, possibly, or takes a favorable trade. Looks good. Looks good on paper, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, sure. Takes a little one more face damage.
Yeah.
To keep yeah, that feels good.
There you go. Yeah, I mean it just had to go. Otherwise, this Blood Brave was just going out.
Oh, that thing from below is so huge now. Especially with the frothing out there already at 7.
Yeah, much needed. Markshire can clear everything off except for the Frothing Berserker, and then just plop down the thing from below. Could keep the Manatide up as well. Does he want the Manatide up? I mean, he's got 4 more cards to draw to catch up to Kuthroat in terms of fatigue. So
yeah, right. Right.
Maybe you don't suicide the Manatide.
Right, and keep Arathi up. Looks like he's going to do that first. Okay.
Yep, he's going to launch the Manatide.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. let the Mana Tide live.
Feels good.
Yeah, now only Frothing's around, and with just one card in a deck that doesn't run Shield Slam, I think the Frothing's going to be forced to trade.
Yeah, right. She does not feel good. Karen isn't terrible, but it's only a 4/5. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, Karen's all right with both hexes being gone, but it just hardly matters at this point.
Yeah, totally. Oh, especially with that. Now you pretty much just go face, right? Like there's only one card left in Kuthroat's deck.
I think so, but I would not blame him for suiciding off the Mana Tide totem.
Yeah, that's true. Just avoid.
Oh, but you're
3 cards ahead, right? Like
you've got Bloodlust. Keeping these minions on board is only going to help you. That's a dead card.
Right.
Completely
you have 3
useless.
cards left. One of them is going to be Bloodlust, right? Like one of the next couple turns.
Yep. Kuthroat only has a taunt totem to hit into, and there's even a 1 in 3 chance that another one happens.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and Battle Rage isn't going to do anything good.
Like, there is a lot on this Karen Bloodhoof shoulders to win the game. Like, he has to do it alone, and he doesn't even like Garrosh. He gets killed by Garrosh, right?
Yeah, right?
Why is he working for him? Alright.
Alright, so Markshire's up 2-0, right?
Yeah, so that was a really, really grindy game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it went all the way to Fatigue in what was a tempo deck and a mid-range deck. They went to Fatigue.
Right, with Tempo Warrior and mid-range Shaman.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Although if there's anything Varenrin's good at doing, he does get you to Fatigue quite a bit. So all Markshire has left to do is now win with a Warlock, which we're not too sure what type it is, but if we can gain anything from the Priest ban, it's probably Zoo.
Yeah, totally. And if that's the case with Kuthroat against Zoo, what do you come back here with?
I haven't played the deck much myself, but I hear talk on the street that Tempo Warrior's favored against Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe go with that.
With all the one damage AoEs. Yep. It looks like that's exactly what Kuthroat's doing. Yep.
Kuthroat's got that in mind.
It looks like it's definitely Zoo from Markshire. Toss back that Sea Giant, keep Knife Juggler, Imp Gank Boss.
I was actually I don't play a ton of Zoo myself. I play a little bit, but I was actually watching Cassie's stream the other day, and he's quite the Zoo player. He just doesn't keep Knife Juggler anymore. It's like it's good enough to get played, but it's been weakened quite a bit, like as a pure 2-drop.
It looks like Markshire agrees. He mulliganed pretty much everything away.
Ditches it.
It's just okay. Right, dropping that down on turn 2 with only 2 attack definitely doesn't feel so hot.
Get it out! Get it out!
Alright, gets the 1-drop.
And one good thing for Markshire is he got the Darkshire Councilman, which is going to feel pretty good next turn.
Yeah, Darkshire Councilman is just insane. Coins out 1 Ravaging Deed. Didn't have much of a play otherwise, so yeah.
Yeah, that totally feels good though, because you've got another Ravaging Ghoul, you've got Bloodtaker in hand, you've got Fiery War Axe.
Yeah, lots of options.
Yeah. Kuthroat's got to be feeling pretty good here.
Yep, has the War Axe to deal with this right away. Even with 2 Blood to Ickers, you can kind of just kill the Abusive if you want. It's definitely an option, but maybe with Ravaging Ghoul you don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Although this second kind of Ravaging Ghoul, it's kind of on this guy to clear up a Forbidden Ritual turn.
Yeah, right. I kind of feel like you want to hold it off. I wouldn't even mind running Fierce Monkey here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So he chooses to entirely clear, which is totally fine.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, when you clear Zoo's board, it's much harder on them than it used to be. They don't have Implosion to just kind of get that huge swing that they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And this Councilman's actually doomed between the Slam and the War Axe, which is really, really, really good for...
Oh, yeah.
Won't get to play a minion, unfortunately, but...
That's fine. Getting rid of the Darkshire... Yeah, right. Whenever you can get rid of Darkshire Councilman with 1 attack, that feels good.
Yep. Councilman's
Armor up.
Terrifying. You kill him while he has 1 attack.
Yeah, exactly.
And
tap, see what you get. Yeah, just Voidwhacker by itself feels bad, but
Yeah, even gonna go with this abusive sergeant. Saving it for the Argus might be.
I certainly would say
Yeah.
that.
Kind of unfortunate for Markshire here by putting that play out and pointing an arrow at Void Walker. You telegraph what you've got to your opponent. That is never good.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Job's done.
It's gonna end up working out.
Although it always feels playing against
Hey,
Zoo, like your opponent almost always has an abusive sergeant or power overwhelming or exactly the buff that they need to clear whatever
Yep.
My shield for our
Yeah,
minion you're trying to protect is pretty much
Yep.
how it goes. Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
In this case, though, Kuthroat knows specifically that it's abusive because you'd never power overwhelming.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
Yep.
maybe he's on his phone or something. That would be unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, so despite falling behind quite a bit, Markshire's caught back up here, and this is not easy for Kuthroat to deal
No,
with.
at all. It's like the power of life tap, right?
Yep.
Just being able to life tap that one turn.
But Kuthroat has picked up the premier tempo drop Karen Bloodhook. That is so sick right now.
Yeah.
What is a zoo to do when Karen Bloodhook hits the board?
Right.
Well,
Sea Giant isn't terrible.
no, and just ignore
Sea
the
Giant
Karen.
go face. Yep.
I mean, to completely answer the Karen would just be a pain.
Oh yeah. Right.
Right?
That
So-
would certainly be such a huge tempo loss. But
Yeah, Cuthroat's got an incredible answer for the Sea Giant with the Blood Ticker. Oh, point that at the Sea Giant, though. Oh, he's gonna do a Ravaging Ghoul play
oh yeah. Okay.
with Battle Rage. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, you got the mana for all that. Yeah, that feels good.
Okay. It really hurts to use the last Ravaging Ghoul like this, but I mean, he's reloading 3 cards.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Like I think the battle rage is the thing that made that okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah, I guess just double imp gang. Yeah.
Double
Trade,
Imp Gang.
Face, yeah.
Doesn't look like he wants to trade. I don't really know what that slime's accomplishing anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the kind of thing, you know, it's going to do some trading anyways. Just might as well go face.
Very good draw for Cutthroat. Gets a Grom that he can play right away, or you can even do like a Korkron Armorsmith sort of deal.
Mhm.
Tons of options
Right.
at this point. after
Korkron-
that Battle Rage.
Is fantastic against Imp Gang bosses, right?
Yep.
So putting that down doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah, and the Armorsmith's
Trading.
not too shabby against the imps that survive after the fact.
Yep.
You gladly trade Karen's
Oh yeah,
initial
absolutely.
body. Like that's just totally fine. That's the whole strength of Karen.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just like a sponge, right?
Yeah, I do that. I do Armorsmith into Korkron.
Made to fit.
Oh, he's going for First Monkey. That's right. And Acolyte. Yeah, that's fine. That's a really wide board too.
To me.
From,
Yeah, definitely.
Markshire's perspective, that's tough to deal with.
Yeah, and you feel even better making a board like this. You saw Sea Giant get played. There
Yep.
might be 2 though, but even so.
Yep, you've got a protected Armorsmith. You've got.
See, Markshire
Kieran
instead puts the Soulfire in.
This apple on your head.
Yeah, this just looks to be unwinnable for Markshire at this point, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Way
Well, that was
too
a
much
really lucky
Yes.
juggle.
Yeah. In fact, there were many terrible juggles there.
Yeah, seriously.
Try hitting that Acolyte.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the Soulfire. I mean, I guess having the double power overwhelming. I'm assuming he runs Leroy, because that's what
Right.
most zoos run for. Like a 14 burst out of hand.
Huge amount of burst, which
Also 18 burst with Soulfire. Yeah.
Cutthroat's just not going to be worried about. He can clear the board entirely. Just doesn't even care. You can push face for sure as well.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean,
Actually, smart too. With you've got Grom, you've got Varian Rin. You're in such good shape here.
yeah. I was about to say though, you might as well hit something with the Acolyte. I mean, pushing 1 damage is not terrible.
Doing much.
Well,
My
here's the forbidden ritual that could have punished both Ravaging Ghouls getting played, but yeah, there's just no time anymore.
Yeah, right. Gotta use power warming.
Uses one that got made by the peddler. I would have used the. I'm not
Right,
sure which
to keep
one it is.
keep Cutthroat guessing. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it matters much anymore.
Yeah, Cutthroat's exactly 30 life total.
Yep. I mean, Cutthroat's got 13 damage on board with.
Oh,
Like that. That's lethal. Yeah.
yes,
So-
with Ground Whirlwind now. Yeah.
Yep.
If not lethal, it would have been a clear board. Even.
Yeah.
That doesn't even get.
Doesn't
flashy.
even need. Yep.
Yeah, just get it done.
All right, Cutthroat's gonna try to make this a match, which is awesome. That's 2-1.
Yep, gets to see the Zoo Warlock, the Warriors down. Cutthroat has a Hunter, which we haven't seen. He's been playing Tempo Warrior all night.
Mm.
And it well, so it's kind of strange that Cutthroat's best chance here might be the Zoo Mirror, assuming that's what he brought as well. Which is
Right.
kind of awkward.
Right. I haven't
You
actually
def-
played much Hunter. Do you feel like you're unfavored against Zoo?
Versus
Given what well, I don't know, we haven't seen Cutthroat's Hunter. It's completely possible that having left the Shaman and the Warlock up from the banning stage, that Cutthroat may have a mid-range Hunter that's kind of running double Unleash. I've seen some out there with Dread Scale even. So
Oh, jeez. Okay.
it's hard to say. It's hard to
Right.
say. The Hunter might actually not be that bad, and Cutthroat goes to the Hunter. So
Yeah, it goes to the Hunter. He is running. I guess huge toes are pretty common, but that'll do.
okay, this on the other hand is very.
Oh, this
bad.
is the. Yeah, right. The Desert Camel, injured Cavador, or however you pronounce his name. Hunter, huh? Okay.
Yeah, the desert camel's just. Oh man, I don't even like playing it this turn. I guess. I mean.
Right.
Oh, this
Guess-
is kind of an interesting play. I mean, it's gonna go face.
Yeah, that's too bad. That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. I mean, it didn't even have the chance to hit the imp, like the way that the interactions were working, but it had a 2 and 3 chance to hit either Imp Gang Moss or.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, for the most part, that unless it was like a flame imp, that all the 1-drops will be like abusive and the pillager.
Right. Yeah. So dropping that desert camel, I'm really not too sure about it. The carry-on grub just seemed overall safer. Yeah, King Zealot gonna. I mean,
That's too bad because that's gonna be an unanswered Darkshire.
yeah, maybe carry-on grub's just better because it has a lot of health. With 2 attack and the quick shot, you can kill this councilman. Next
Right, you
turn.
get a beast down that very likely is going to survive with a 5 health. So
Yep.
yeah. But,
Oh wow, he's gonna
Oh.
eliminate it.
oh, the flame juggler! Wow, it's probably the best discard.
Yeah,
that
I think it.
Markshire
I think
could
it.
go for.
Yeah, I think if the sea giant left, that might not have been. Oh my god, this
Oh.
Kodo's amazing.
Oh wow,
Off the
could have been
top.
even more amazing, but
Yeah, it's
boss is probably okay too.
yeah, it definitely would have been better to clear the councilman because we can see now that this councilman's buffed up to the point where he can trade. Oh, but here's High Main. Oh, he wants to kill that councilman. I don't know. I think that if it's on turn 6 and you've got 28 life, to not play High Main is just
Right.
kind of a bit of a losing play. But
And he's not even going for the quick shot. Wow.
yeah, he got a pretty good joust.
that's true. I can see feeling that infested wolf was better. Now you know. I mean, you have to get rid of that Darkshire councilman, right? Like you just have to.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably take a lot of damage if you don't.
Yeah, I
If you were going to go with this play, that opened up the removal of it.
Exactly. Right.
Same. Like if there was any hesitation in your mind to not remove it, I think that high main was just the thing.
The better. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. And he does go for that, so that makes me feel better at least.
I actually kind of like this play now to remove the Countsman now, actually, because as long as Cutthroat can bridge to turn 8 and then 9, like as we were talking about before with the turn 8
Double
and
call
9,
the wild. Yep.
yeah, if that can happen, then that is pretty game winning. Now here comes high main, rather than the wolf and the animal companion. I don't disagree too much with that now. Cause
Yeah, I agree.
you gotta deal with that dark iron. He's pretty scary.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Markshire is just going to flood the board here. Right? Like,
Protects me.
Yes,
And-
and the sea giant as well. Even
Yep.
could. Oh, yep. No, can't
Yep.
tap.
just go face. That's pretty good. Cut this
Just
down
go
to 14
face.
health.
Yeah, the Call of the Wild is okay. It'll get a Misha up.
Right. And at the very least, clear the Dark Iron Dwarf.
Yep.
And
And
keep.
the Squire.
Yeah, right. And keep
Just-
high
yeah.
main alive, which is good.
Suicide the. Yeah, the Misha's not going to absorb the sea giant hit. Other minions will do that, but maybe the second Misha will be a
Yeah,
little bit
right.
more helpful.
Right.
Cutthroat
And at this
may
point, for
not be
Cutthroat, that's his only shot. Yeah, right.
Oh, interesting. He suicides the high main. That's kind of nice because these hyenas could be very helpful.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, with Leok, absolutely.
And
Well,
even value trades the
Was that lethal? Yeah, that's
the dire wolf helped out a lot.
it. Yep.
Made the extra damage. Yeah, I think maybe the Huffer should have hit the Ardent Squire.
All right, so it looks like Markshire's gets the victory, 3-1.
Yeah, that's a big win in the series of the Harry Giles versus Noob Central, because as it was before this, the Harry Giles were up by 5-4, so it was pretty close, and a 3-1 win is putting the Harry Giles one match win away from securing the series, which is definitely, I mean, it's very good. You can't complain about that.
Yeah, right. At all.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be moving on to the next series in just a minute. I don't know if these guys are...
Right, are doing anything yet, but it looks like it's going to be what Leumer versus Aroy. Leumer from Team Avatar and
Yep.
Aroy from Synergy.
Yeah, these guys are hanging out in the main menu. They'll be doing their screenshots shortly, I'm sure.
Cool.
Yeah, these guys are bringing some interesting classes as well. We've got Aroy again. There's a priest. Don't know if it's game banned. You never know.
Right. Priest and mage. Yeah.
Yeah, so some interesting choices there for sure. Leumer, not one of the more renowned rogue players in the league, but he has opted for rogue this week.
Yeah, go Leumer. It's ballsy. I'm
And
excited.
yeah, and on top of the maybe more unfamiliar rogue, he's got the big three, which you can't go wrong with.
Mhm. Right. Right. I wonder if that means he's going to ban the shaman against that lineup for Aroy, right? Like, because that, like playing rogue, I played a bunch of rogue past couple of seasons, and it's like do really well in ladder, especially early on in the season, if not for shaman.
Yep.
And some of the other, like, just pure aggro decks for sure.
Especially aggro shaman, and yeah, you don't want to run the pirate warrior either. That's for sure.
Yeah. Right. Or even
Right.
like some of the faster hunters. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think definitely when you're bringing one of these niche classes such as rogue, which, I mean, it shouldn't be a niche class, but it is classified itself as that in THL. It's only brought about mid-20s to 30% of the
Mhm.
time. So when you bring one of these, I do think that you plan a lot of your band strategy around it.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I brought rogue a couple times, and that's definitely part of what you think about.
Yep. Same for me this week. Brought rogue, banned shaman. Seems good.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Can't go
don't
wrong.
want to play against that. I guess the mid-range variant of shaman definitely is better to go up against, but aggro is just devastating. The mid-range is not all that much better either, because Blade Flurry is not a card.
Right, Blade Fear is not around, and like if you get stuck behind the thing from below, it's just it's tough. It's bad news. Or
Right.
taunts in general. In some of the later turns.
Yeah. Now, on the other hand, for Aroy, who has brought the priest, I don't know. One of Priest's strengths is having the board clear of Aknai Circle, which puts a big blow into Shaman, puts a big blow into a Zulak. So maybe Aroy won't ban either of those. Might even ban the Rogue or the Warrior, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that kind of, if that's Aroy's strategy, that kind of puts a wrinkle in Lemur's strategy, right? Because his strategy, probably he wants. Oh, so it looks like we've got bans. Lemur bans Shaman and Aroy
Makes
bans
sense.
Warrior. Interesting. Okay.
All right, sounds about right. Yeah, so the Shaman and Warlock stay up for Lemur. The Priest will actually get to see it play. Maybe. We'll see.
Right. But it definitely looks like it's a lot of the long same lines of what we were talking about. Right? Like Lemur bans Shaman to protect his Rogue, and Aroy bans Warrior to sort of like, if he's running a slower lineup, that feels pretty good.
Yep. Okay, they are in actually.
All right.
Yeah, so Lemur has the Rogue intact too. Should be pretty interesting. I wonder what kind of mage that Aroy has. I guess we'll see. Oh
Looks
god.
like Aroy's running Priest. Starting Priest Road, so that should be.
Anduin versus Valir.
Now to see these two run into each other is pretty
Oh.
incredible. Like as a rogue, there's nothing more that you'd usually like to see than Priest.
Then Priest, right? Yeah.
Pleasure is mine.
Now this is a Dragon Priest, it looks like. Or at the very least, we see Ysera.
Job's done.
Yeah, wouldn't put it past some priests to run Ysera, but generally slides into a dragon build
Right.
best, which no indication of that. So,
Yeah, and the thing is, like as a rogue, unlike Warrior, which is also can be control heavy deck. Warrior can just armor up out of any potential burst you could ever do. Priest sort of like their max is 30, period, right? Like they can never heal past 30s. So you can certainly OTK them if you set it up correctly.
Yeah, and the greatest thing about going up against Priest now is that as the Miracle Rogue, if you get into, by the way, turn 3
Not
pass,
quite what was
just Priest things.
Mistakes
The
were made.
best thing now is that when you can just stealth things as a rogue, and there's no light bomb, like they need crazy wild pyromancer shenanigans to clear things in stealth, like gadgets or maybe even a big Edwin or something like that.
Right. So it looks like Lemur's running Teacher, which we're seeing more and more rogues starting to do, which makes sense. I'm not sure if I like it, only because it sort of competes against, like you end up wanting to use your cheap spells for Violent Teacher and not Gadget Stand.
Oh, it is Dragon Priest. Okay. Yeah, I don't like I like Teacher as a general ladder tech. Apparently, it's good against aggro versus, say, Zeril Poison Mine. But the way Lemur's done his ban, there's not a lot of aggro happening. There's a priest, there's a mage, which we don't know what it is, and there's a warrior, which I think Teacher's actually kind of bad against because of all the whirlwind effects being run.
Now it ends up not hurting Lemur at all because it got cleared and he got to play Tomb Pillager next turn. But
Yeah, and Aroy has the ability to death it, but I think he kind of wants to play his own minion, it's looking like.
yeah, get your shade down.
I mean, death definitely goes a long way in the long run against a rogue, especially when they make a big Edwin. But yeah, for Lemur now, the hand's just not pretty much. Have to cycle his fan and look for something better.
Still didn't get much, but that's fine. I mean, you could sort of play a slightly slower game, which is fine. You're looking really for Gadget Sand. And
Oh no, he hit the face instead of coining the Shadow Strike on
The
it.
pleasure is mine.
Yeah, so the Shifting Shade, the Twilight Guardian. If you put out the Twilight Guardian and the Well, seems pretty good.
yeah, I think that's okay. I think it was actually okay to keep the Shadow Strike.
Oh yeah,
For a
definitely,
minion, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, it feels pretty good right here.
Azure Drake, you can't get but you can do it with your dagger.
Yeah, that might be fine.
Although,
The question is, do you want to keep cycling?
Oh, there is a clear actually. You can Azure Drake, coin, eviscerate the Guardian,
Oh, yeah.
dagger it,
Backstab. Yep.
backstab. Yeah,
That feels good.
seems pretty good.
Yep.
Might as well clear the board as much as possible. And outside of Entomb, Priest has no answer really to Azure Drake.
Yeah, right. Because it's 4/4 and all their removal is
Yep.
3 or below or 5 or above.
Aroy gives a wow. As his board is cleared, and the Priest is helpless. Oh, no backstab.
Oh.
Really?
Interesting. I would have definitely gone for the backstab. I could sort of see it because you want to keep backstab around for Gadgetzan, I guess, but I agree with you. I would have definitely gone for.
My spectator
Backstab.
mode just did something funny. I gotta get back in here. Was that a Blackwing Corruptor that came down?
Yep. Yeah, it was. So Aroy cleared the Azure Drake just fine.
Yep.
See, yeah, right. And Lemur's now forced to use the backstab, which doesn't feel good. He's got a Fan of Knives instead of Shadow Strike. He's keeping that for something.
Right. Right.
And that is probably the worst hand that you can have right now for.
As a rogue.
Nothing but spells on Leroy.
Alright, yeah, I did see the hand. I'm desperately trying to get back in this game. I can't
Okay.
spectate Aroy's
Yeah, now
hand.
Lemur's hand right now is like double conceal, double cold blood.
Oh yeah, that's the
right.
dream.
It is- yeah.
Is someone injured?
All right. So Aroy is just gonna turtle it out. Okay. Eviscerate helps a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Lemur
You wanna
can
clear.
continue to clear the board. How do you combo this Eviscerate, by the way?
I don't know. I actually, honestly, like I could see Shadow striking the shade, shifting shade, and just leaving Northstar Cleric.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think that's probably okay. Or vice versa, like one of the two. No, I think you have to get rid of that 4 attack. Because you're down to 20.
Yeah. Yeah, seems like the thing to do. Yeah, with so few options, if only there were a Gadgetzan.
Yeah. Right, like you're all set if there's a Gadgetzan, right? Like you can cold blood the crap out of it, conceal it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a bad spot. If Lemur knew that Gadgetzan was the next card coming, a lot would change.
But I definitely feel like you gotta clear that shifting shade.
Yeah, I don't see why not. There's way better things for the Shadow Strike to clear, but
Yeah, but you're gonna keep falling behind. Yeah, it looks like Lemur chooses to pass and just put up our face.
really, really, really great too that the Ysera's coming down and there's not even a sap.
I know. Feels
Like-
bad.
In a hand of useless spells or reactives.
Like into a nightmare, right? That's lethal, right? Next turn, unless Lemur can clear up this board. And still no Gadget Stand. Still.
Yeah, it would.
Farseer's
it would-
not too much.
Yeah, it would be lethal if the shifting shade were allowed to stick, which I think Lemur is definitely going to be feeling it now and clear it. Oh, almost went face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely not ideal though. Concealing.
Just conceal on.
Nah, there's
I wouldn't. No.
there's much better things to conceal,
Yeah.
namely Gadgetzan and Edwin, supposedly. I actually think I was in Discord with Lemur. I don't know if he owns it.
Oh. Okay.
Might have subbed in something. Oh no, he definitely has Edwin. Aroy just got it off shifting shade.
Oh yeah, there goes. Right.
Funny how this is how we found out.
Oh,
Classic priest,
Chillmaw.
right here.
Right. I'd sort of just run Chillmaw and go face, right? Like you haven't seen if Lemur had sap, he had sapped Ysera turns ago.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Aroy is just gotta be feeling incredible.
Yeah,
Facing
well, like
Ysera stick.
Blackwing first to get the buff, right? And then
Or he might even just be playing this Edwin. Oh, I should have Nightmare the Cleric. That would have been sweet. Nightmare the Cleric and
yeah,
get
right.
Edwin an extra 2/2.
Yeah.
My work is paramount.
Guess you still can. and just-
Yeah, it goes with this.
right.
Yeah, it's just
That's fine. It's pretty
Completely
overpowering.
yeah. It's just
Unless, oh no, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, unless You could see if Lemur had got a gadget stand there and then started doing some shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, outside of
Maybe
Blade
he can
Flurry
come
or
back.
Vanish, it's not happening, it looks like.
Yep.
Can Shadow Strike that and technically not be dead? This is
Right. Drop the
decent.
Tomb Pillager.
Alright, not
Um,
bad all things considered.
Right. Right. I
Pretty
mean, you're
funny
still
too.
alive, I guess. Yeah.
Not for long though, because Aroy's
Yeah.
dead. Pretty funny that the Ysera put the Emerald Drake into hand and Chilma actually activated because of that.
Yeah. Right.
Whereas it wasn't before.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's why Aroy said well played, right?
Alright, and yeah, this is lethal in not what you would think. I mean,
Double Holy Nova lethal, yeah.
Rogue is pretty, it's pretty favored against a Dragon Priest like this, but I mean, there's like 70% matchups. Priest wins sometimes. That's just the way it goes.
Right. Yeah, no, Priest can be annoying. Right? There, I think it was much more to do to the fact that Lemur just did not get Gadget Sand the first 15 turns, right? Like, or whatever it was, 12 turns.
Nope. Yeah, I wasn't even hovering over the decks, actually. Probably should have done that. I mean, that's definitely what I do on ladder when I don't find my auctioneer.
Yeah, just cry every turn. You just die a little bit more each turn, right?
Yeah, hover over my deck, crunch the numbers, make the exact percentages with tons of decimal points and everything.
Yeah, pray to RNGs, yeah.
Yep.
Something like
Yeah, so that feels amazing for Aroy to get the Priest out of the way. Now there's Mage and Warrior, and Lemur keeps going with the Rogue. Feels good about it.
Versus Valeera.
Yep.
Finds
It looks like it's Aroy's coming in with Warrior.
Grand Bronzebeard. Is this some Cthulhu Warrior?
Oh, if so, I feel bad for Lemur.
Oh. This is indeed
It's
Cthulhu
Cthulhu.
Warrior.
Yep.
Although,
You've got a bunch of experience with
pleasure is
Cthulhu
mine.
Warrior, right?
yeah, and
Top
right
100.
now I'm asking myself questions. Why Aroy has Bloodhoof Brave in the deck? I never found room for that card because I don't know. I just pack in so many minions already that synergize with Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah. Just pack in all the, like, do you run all the Cthulhu buffs, pretty much?
Quite a bit of them. Yeah. Now, this is interesting. Now, I don't think that Cthulhu Warrior is very good against Rogue, especially not one with a hand like this, especially.
Really?
It's definitely possible though. You can definitely get quite a bit of armor to get out of range of their limited damage, but at the same time, Rogue, like, if they stealth an Auctioneer, they're just going to town, and it will be impossible to recover.
Right.
You fall into like coin flip brawl scenarios.
Let the pain speak to me.
So Lemur hits the Beckoner, presumably going to do this play with SI.
Yep.
Acolyte was not the ideal target, but it works.
Yeah. Right. At the very least, you cleared. I mean, it feels bad that you got 2 draws off of Acolyte, but
It does. But Aroy has no fireworks. Found that Bloodhoof Brave though. Yeah, I'm curious about the Bloodhoof Brave inclusion. Craze Worshipper too.
Thank you.
oh, really? That's not.
Yeah, I normally don't run the Craze Worshipper. Like, running River Crocolisk feels bad, but running Fen Creeper feels even worse.
Right.
Especially when it doesn't even have the benefit, or the guarantee, rather, of buffing Cthulhu by an even amount, which I find to be really important. Aroy finds a clear here.
Which is good.
Yeah, that Bloodhoof Brave definitely did a lot of work there, and I don't know, I might go back to the drawing board and try and fit this thing in now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's maybe right, like a meta call against like early.
Oh
ladder.
my god! If only that fan were prepped.
This guy's tough.
This could have been a huge Edwin. Although,
Uh-huh.
obviously, Edwin is
Yeah, without a conceal. and
weak
then-
to conceal, so
Yeah.
it would have been asking for a lot.
And again, Lemur, it's gonna be turn 6. Still no Gadget Sand. Like, he has the perfect hand for Gadget Sand against.
Oh, this is a hand that wins with Gadget Sand and loses without him.
Yeah, exactly.
It can't do much more except go all in on an Edwin eventually.
If you get, but only if you get Conceal. Right?
Which is risky against Brawl.
Right, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Goes
wonder
with
what.
Justicar. I like it.
Okay.
You just gotta get her out while you can.
Yeah, totally. I wonder why Aroy said, oops.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that feels pretty good. Even doing this feels fine.
I don't know why he's saying my things either. So Leumer's starting to feel like he needs to do something.
Right, I wonder if he's going to Cold Blood into Van Cleef and be pretty exposed to Brawl.
It would be a 6/6 Van Cleef unless he tosses the coin out for a few extra stats.
Yeah. I'd probably wait, honestly.
Alright, goes for. He feels like he has his back against the wall, unless Gadget Sand's coming. Which Leumer's got 19 cards left in his deck.
Yeah,
granted,
right.
a lot of them cycle.
Right, sure. Although he is running Violet Teacher. I don't know if he's running Shiv then, if he's running Teacher.
Probably not.
Interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see his deck at least as it grows.
Yeah. Well, this play's turned out nicely for Leumer, it looks like. Just shield slamming the SI. Edmund gets to stay up. And now this Twin Emperor Veclor is live. Maybe for the next turn. That's a very annoying card for Rogue to deal with, Twin Emperor Veclor.
Oh yeah, right. Unless you have both saps, but even then, sap doesn't feel great. And you have to know to sap the second one, not the first
Yes.
one.
Oh yes.
Which bit me one time
Oh no.
on ladder. It felt bad.
Oh, finds the execute. Wow, that's amazing.
And can run the new Doctor 7 again.
Yeah, he's basically Dr. 7. It's pretty good to get 2 Druid of the Clouds for 7 mana. Alright. You can pop Thalnos into 1 to find
Yeah,
better.
I have to and hope for Gadget Sand, otherwise cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what's needed at this point.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's not it. Jeez. Poor Leumer. Like, these 2 games have been like... Yeah. I hope no one who's like an aspiring Rogue player is watching, because I don't want them to get
Yeah, I mean,
disenfranchised with Rogue after this.
Rogue generally does not go like this. Yeah, I mean, you could sap the healthy 4/6. Oh, such a shame too. This 2 charge dagger is even going to get Harrison now to add insult to injury.
Right.
If it wasn't bad enough already.
Right.
Yeah, and just tanking up every turn hurts. Big taunts are up. It's just revenge. Wow.
Drew 2 cards. There's the Ancient Shield Bearer.
Aroy's list has a lot going on in it. Revenge, Bloodhoof Brave. These are not things you can normally fit into a Cthulhu Warrior.
Well played.
Alright, so their Leumer goes down. So now down 0-2 against Aroy.
Yeah.
Do you come back with a Rogue?
Aroy, I don't know if he's much of a freeze mage player, but he banned Warrior, so to queue up Rogue again would just be asking to go 0-3 in some cases.
Right.
So I think it's time to hang Valera up for a bit, try and find something better to go up against this mage.
Right, try to find a win somewhere.
That really was Rogue's best chance against the... Well, in that case, it was Cthulhu Warrior. I think a lot of Warriors in general that aren't control, because they find even more armor than any build, because they have bashes still.
Right. So I bet Leumer's thinking really, really long and hard about what to come back with here.
Yeah, I mean, going down 0-2 with Miracle Rogue with such poor draws is really, really tough.
Yeah, right. Against, mostly, certainly the first match and the second match somewhat 2 favorable matchups too. And just not drawing Gadget Sand the entire time.
Yeah.
It's tough. Over right, and that's some like 25 turns that we saw, right? Like 23 turns we saw, something that we
Yep.
saw over 2 games. That feels bad.
Alright, here comes Shaman. If aggro, really good versus Freeze Mage. Mid-range is reasonable.
So it looks like Aroy is bringing Freeze Mage here.
Yep, and Lemur's got an incredible start.
Yeah, right.
You, if you could manually put cards into your opening hand, this would probably be it.
For the first 3 turns, yeah, going first. That's absolutely what you'd want, right? Trog into Totem Golem with a Trog.
Yep.
Or into who knows what. Yeah.
2 Blizzards, very slow.
Hello.
Oh, and even the Feral Spirits.
Oh,
I wonder if there's ever a world where you just you play the second Trog
right against Freeze Mage,
to try and get
I
the
might,
double
actually.
buff.
right?
It would be so huge, but
I guess Leumer doesn't yet know that it's Freeze Mage, and there could be
True.
time. Like if it's a tempo, one or both
Yeah.
are probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, might not be Freeze Mage. The Totem Golem's body might just be more relevant.
Yeah. It's probably the right call.
Trading.
But knowing that if I knew it was going to be Freeze Mage, I might go that route. Absolutely.
I wonder.
So Aroy's looking to drop one of the minions rather than reacting with the Frostbolt right away. Kind of like this because the Loot Hoarder trade and ping could save you a card.
Right. Yeah, with just the extra attack.
Yeah, but Lemur's going to avoid that. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely hurts. Doomsayer's picked up. No Frost Nova, though.
Right. And you can't drop it here because you pretty much know it's going to be dead. And I guess you're
Right.
okay waiting a turn. It's just
What to
you
do?
don't really have much else in terms of options. I guess you could
Yeah.
Frostbolt.
Yeah, I think a minion gets Frostbolted this turn. It's just a question of, well,
I guess you could do both. You could Frostbolt a minion and Doomsayer. Like Frostbolt the Totem Golem, I
do
guess, or the Tunnel
I
Trog.
wonder.
yeah, it's interesting actually. If he Frostbolts the Tunnel Trog, the Doomsayer will stay up other than Hex, which I guess the Hex.
Yeah. Right.
Nope, just goes
Okay.
for Frostbolt.
That's good. I think that's the safer play, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Here. Okay. I guess Lemur chooses to go this route instead of Feral Spirits. It's probably okay.
Yep, gets 4 damage immediately instead of the +2 that would have happened from Feral Spirits. So,
Yep. Aroy is now done 18, and it's only turn 4.
yep, and there's no Mad Scientist anymore to just cheat out Ice Block for you.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Ice Block in hand, and right.
Yep.
What to do?
yeah, turn 4 still has the coin, which can go with these Blizzards eventually. Just gonna play this Doomsayer.
Next turn.
Soak up some damage, and pings the. Pings something to 2 health. Alright, well, the Novice probably should have happened first, but that's okay. It's a troublesome spot to be in.
Yeah, totally. Here, I would think just go face and Hex, right? Like maybe trade.
Yeah, I mean, there's trade Lightning Storm. You're using up some damage in that way. Hex definitely has better targets, but you could just end the game soon.
Yeah, exactly. In 2 turns.
Yeah, he goes with the 8 to face plus Hex plan.
Aroy would be amazing.
Yeah, pretty solid. Could set up lethal if not for the fact that the board's getting frozen.
Right.
So
And
yeah,
cleared, except for Yep.
yeah. So this gives a lot of hope to Aroy.
This gives him a few turns to find Ice Block,
Mm-hmm.
at least.
Is the Lightning Storm happening here? It would have been really nice to have 7 mana next turn. So
Yeah, right with Thunder Bluff.
I guess the second Blizzard's just going to come down now, huh? You have Flame Strike,
think so. Right, yeah, you have Flame Strike. You down to 10 health, you still don't have Ice Block. Ice Barrier might help for a turn.
Oh, Doomhammer. Okay. Yeah, but the thing about last turn with the Lightning Storm, I don't know. Just think that keeping 7 mana for this turn would have been.
Yeah, to Thunder Bluff into Totem.
Yeah. So now, Aroy is definitely afraid seeing this Doomhammer. Gets the Ice Barrier up and could even Frostbolt face.
Frostbolt face. Yeah, that probably feels pretty good. Save on 4 to 10 damage.
Or gonna
What
start to
do?
go with the burn
What
plan.
to do?
Now, how much damage total is this in hand? Frostbolt Ice Lance is 7, Torch is 3, and Pyroblast is 10. So Aroy will need another Ice Lance or Fireball to make this work.
Right. He's got the Monotide Totem.
Yeah, could help find a Rock Biter or something if the minions can't help out.
X isn't going to help too much right now, anyways.
Yeah, Aroy might just Flame Strike here. It feels pretty bad, but
Yeah. Right. I was going to say the other play would have been Intellect into
Yeah.
what, but
Frost
They're down
Nova,
to 10
I'd
health.
imagine. You can Torch one of these, could even Frostbolt the other, but that kind of goes against the Fireball play from the last turn.
right. And you have to Frostbolt face here, right? Like you're down to 10 health, you don't have Ice Block.
Yeah, Frostbolt face would,
Just to prevent Rock Biter.
yep, and he's even going to stay true and use the Ice Lance.
Wow, he's going to play
Runs out on me.
Is the ping to face relevant? Maybe it would give you the ability to do Pyroblast and what's its face? Oh
There's
wow!
Rock Biter.
Good thing the face is frozen, huh?
There is a lot
Right.
at stake here.
All right, so 6 damage can get pushed. Uh oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade here. I'd just go face.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so
Oh,
yeah,
blood.
Leumer has seen both 2 Frostbolts and 1 Ice Lance. So yeah,
And a
the
Fireball.
Rockbiter plan should feel pretty good to close this game out. Alex Strauss is really not even helping this point in terms of the healing.
No, and same with Flame Strike, right? Like,
Still be dead to the
yeah,
yeah.
Can't
Even
get
with Flame
lethal.
Strike, you're dead.
you could Acolyte ping into hopefully Ice Block. Looks like that's what Aroy's
Yeah,
doing.
seems like the only out because Flame Strike would leave you dead to board.
Right. No, that's
No?
not it. So, nope.
You win this.
Into
All
concede.
right.
All right. Lemur came back.
Yep, Leumer gets a win, gets a point on the board, finds out that it is indeed Freeze Mage, so yeah, Warlock might be better off than Rogue. I'm actually not too sure if it's
Right. Yeah, right, if it's Zoo. And the thing is, Rogue, if you can totally win. Like, it's totally winnable from the Rogue point of view, just because of Gadget Stand and being able to OTK turn 8 or 9 into a bunch of damage.
right, definitely. Yeah, as long as you've got responses to Doomsayer in the form of Sap. Yeah, Leumer
Looks
queues
like
up
Lemur
Rogue.
goes back. Yep.
Probably feels better about Rogue's
You
chances
asked
than
for it.
what is I mean, I don't really care what Warlock it is. I don't want to go up against a Freeze Mage too much.
Yeah. hmm right.
The pleasure
All right.
is mine.
Still no Gadget Stand. But at the very least, like, this hand is much better from the Rogue's point of view. Just
Yeah.
having minions, having
Also-
all of your minions, basically.
Also, Leumer, Rogue 101 cannot greet someone initially with the pleasure is mine. More of a BM tool.
That's right. Get with it.
Alright. Blue Hoarder's out there, dying to dagger, obviously,
Yep.
but it doesn't matter. That's
Right. Yeah.
life that it's chosen.
Yeah, pretty sure
Yeah.
it's going to be a boring first like 2 or 3 turns, right? Like
Yeah.
Lemur's
Lemur's
gonna-
got a pretty solid hand. Plenty of minions to apply pressure to the Freeze Mage, cycle in Azure Drake. Better than what we've seen so far, but it all depends on where Gadget's hand is in the
yeah,
deck.
right. If he comes in, I guess Lemur's thinking about maybe coining out the SI7, but I wouldn't do that. I'd just ping or
Yeah, that would
power up the loot order
very rarely as a rogue do you not dagger on turn 2.
on turn 2, right?
Even that's even with the coin.
Yeah, yeah, right. Absolutely. And then it's like dagger is almost autoplay, and then the question is, do you hit something or do you pass?
Yeah.
And that's almost entirely dependent on what your plans are for turn 3.
Pain, speak to me.
Yep. Aroy goes with Acolyte of Pain over the Arcane Elect. I kind of like that. Best to get it out early when there's no board to threaten it
Right.
in this matchup.
So Lemur's going to coin out the teacher.
Yeah, a little vulnerable to, say, a Fireball. Which I think Freeze Mages use pretty readily against something like a Violet Teacher.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but none of that. Aroy can ping the Acolyte if he wants.
What to do?
Could even
What
kill
to
the Violet
do?
Teacher, but that's kind of weak.
Yeah, definitely. Especially seeing how you have double Frostbolt or Frost Nova rather.
Yeah.
Next couple turns.
Oh, the Arcane Elect.
Yeah, I actually really like the ping Acolyte, play the loot
Yeah.
order, just go face.
Yeah, I mean, I just figured that if you play Acolyte on turn 3, you do it with like some expectation that maybe you'll ping it next turn.
Yeah, right, exactly. And you're gonna draw 2 cards out of this anyways, right?
Yeah.
So definitely like that better than the Arcane Intellect play.
Oh, Lemur's
he's going aggro.
He's thinking about going with some
I am ready to work.
getting some
Lemur, yeah,
students
totally.
out there.
Do some face damage. I like that a lot, actually.
It's definitely
Ah,
better
this guy's
better before Blizzard. If there's a Frost Nova Doomsayer, it hurts a ton.
Right.
But,
Now, of course, Cold Blood wasn't comboed, so it was only
Nope.
+2 attack, but
right.
that's okay. It cleared his board.
Yeah, and now the teacher is even more of a threat than she was last turn. There is a way to deal with it.
Yep.
What to do?
In Frost Nova Forgotten Torch, which it's not the worst thing in the world, really. You don't care about torching minions. That's kind of the best thing about Torch.
Right, especially the front half of Torch, right? He's
Goes for the Arcane Intellect, which is setting up pretty nicely for the turn 6 Emperor, but the issue is you're taking a lot of heat in the meantime. But
yeah, exactly.
yeah, this makes that a little bit better.
Right, you could also Frost Nova Doomsayer the next turn.
Yep. And that might turn out to be the case.
Yeah.
Which Lemur would actually have an answer for.
Right, maybe punished also.
It would
right.
it would just take 2 eviscerates, which you don't like to do that too much even.
Mhm.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I struggle with this as a rogue. How
What to
like
do?
the
What to
eviscerates,
do?
saving them for the face and removal, etc. Especially when it comes
Yeah.
to stuff like Doomsayer.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely one of the hardest parts of managing that playing ground. Is when to go face and when to not.
Right. Okay, so top deck's Blizzard goes for it, which is pretty solid.
Okay. Just goes for the slow Tomb Pillager.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lemur's got a lot of burst if no Ice Block gets played anytime soon, which is probably going to be the case because like Ice Block is not even in Aroy's mind very much now. It's more about just dealing with the board.
Yeah, right, and just survival.
Yeah, deal with the board, then get an Ice Block up when you can find the time, or when you have to
What
start
do?
planning out
What to do?
like
Right.
your X-turn lethals, whatever they might be.
Right, still no Flame Strike. Doomsayer.
Goes with this, might as well ping the SI.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ultimately not going to work from the sap.
Right.
And how much damage is this Leroy? Actually, it's
He's gonna have 7, right? 6 plus 10. 10 from, or 11 from the this way.
if there were a prep, there'd be a lot more.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's the prep. So wait, would that be 11, 16? No, not quite enough.
Yep. If these minions can ever get damage in, it'll.
Right.
I also like dropping the Thanos here. I mean.
Yep. Yeah. Even if just for cycle.
Squeeze that cycle in.
Mm-hmm. I guess you could just eviscerate face here, if you wanted to.
You
drop the Thanos and then drop one eviscerate. Yep.
You definitely could. I don't know about doing 2. Seems.
I agree, especially holding the prep for something.
Oh well, but this is nice though because you'll get Aroy down to 7, so a Leroy.
Right. Leroy base.
Can do the job now, so that's actually pretty smart. It's taking a lot for Aroy to survive here now. You need Ice Block or Ice Barrier, and also need to stall the board more.
Right, and he can stall the board and do both and not much else, unfortunately. He doesn't have enough mana for Blizzard and Ice Barrier, which is really what he needs.
Yeah. Has the Ice Barrier getting played because there's no block in hand, and Nova just as a heal, essentially, with the second Doomsayer.
Of course, we were talking about Leumer with not drawing Gadget Stand the first 3 games so far, and Aroy hasn't drawn Ice Block once the last couple games.
Oh, Leumer, if that's Ice Block, even if that were Ice Block, there could be an Alex Strauss to just ruin your day.
Oh, he's not thinking of doing Leroy, is he?
You moused over it.
Oh, no, you want a Drake.
It's sad too because you can use your dagger to test for it, which I'll be glad you did.
Yeah, right. At the very least.
Yeah, just let this board die.
Yep.
You get a coin and a draw. I'd save this drink.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I agree.
If you were going to because he just used 2 mana to dagger up and hit. If you were going to play the Drake, he would have done it first so that if you drew a sap.
Right.
And he just gets the draw out of the way. It's another draw.
Amazing.
Aroy thought that Azure Drake play was just amazing. Ice Blast picked up, so's Emperor. That's
Emperor, okay. Both. Yeah, okay. That exactly.
It is so sick.
That was worth saying amazing for, absolutely. Because that completely turns the game around, right?
Alright, Shadow Strike.
Shadow Strike's gonna help.
Could Fan of Knives afterward.
You could even build a Van Cleef here, right? Like you could Shadow Strike, Fan of Knives, coin. Right, like Shadow Strike, Fan of Knives, coin, Van Cleef, conceal, maybe.
Yes, you could do that. Both Doomsayers are gone. A Blizzard and 2 Frost Novas have been played.
Frost
so
Novas.
Making a huge Edwin at this point seems like a good plan, I would say.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yep, correct ordering.
Let's see what Fan of Knives, right. Yep. I would coin first.
Oh yeah, coin first for sure.
Coin first.
Yep. Oh, that's
huge, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you have to conceal there. Well,
no conceal.
I guess maybe he didn't want to. He don't want to make it seem like he had
He
concealed.
didn't want to.
It was a misplay.
It's a misplay. Oh no, this Edwin really could have done it alongside Leroy.
Yep, totally.
But now the
pop next turn.
Yeah, the unconcealed 6 health Edwin. Yeah, it's too vulnerable.
Alright, so how much? I'm not so good at counting freeze mage damage. How much damage does Aroy have now? He's got Ice Lance.
Ice Lance with nothing to actually.
That's about it.
Is 2 torches.
Yep.
Fireball,
Time runs out on me.
Pyroblast. Huh? Just going for the minion. Yeah, I mean, it all changes a lot with Blood Mage Thanos, of course, but the torches are really weak.
Mhm. Right, the front half, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Still
don't
no
mind.
gadget stand. I mean, I wonder, like, maybe he just doesn't run them. He has to. It's crazy that we've seen, some 30 turns and no gadget stands.
Yeah, this is even the worst now. Even worse
Right.
than the other games at this point.
Yeah.
There's 12 cards left.
Yeah.
It feels pretty helpless right now. You just you play that SI7. Maybe. I mean, you gotta get something out there.
Yeah. Right. Just tempo SI7. That
Mm-hmm.
feels bad.
Choose.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like, tempo SI7, hope for gadget stand one of the next 2 turns.
Ha, this guy's
Hmm.
toast.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the right play. It doesn't
There's
feel
the
good.
flex.
So that's 10. Yeah, not nearly enough total damage.
Here's
So
the trick, Shape, do you torch here just to start trying to draw the back half?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe do face damage.
Yeah, and you could just play. You could play the Thanos for draw. Even like the spell power of Thanos doesn't always have to be relevant.
Or do you Pyroblast? Do you have enough damage for lethal next turn? Not yet, no.
No, not quite. If only there were Frostbolt to pair.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but one Frostbolt was used against a Violet Teacher, I believe. And was the second Frostbolt?
Time runs out on me.
No, just one Frostbolt.
Going with the Blizzard here and pinging the face. I don't know. Using your last AoE freeze effect seems like a lot.
Yeah, I agree, especially with, I guess, Tomb Pillager. I guess everything else is going to have 4 health, which is probably
True.
what I was thinking.
Yep, Edwin's gone.
It's got Flame Strike, right? So
Yep,
yeah,
so-
that's probably okay.
So Flame Strike will always do the job now that Edwin's gone.
Right, you've already seen one teacher, very likely Leumer's not running 2, so that also feels fine.
Yeah, Edwin's so massive in this matchup.
Yeah, I know, which is why that, missing out on the extra, the 8/8 concealed was huge.
Oh, there's the Frostbolt. We are officially on the killing plan. You should start with the Pyroblast. For sure.
Right, this turn, yeah.
Because Lotheb's the card. Kappa Kipo. No, yeah, I don't like
Right.
this. I'd start with the Pyroblast. Although, yeah, especially... Well, I guess Earthen Ring Farseer's not even doing anything.
Right, yeah, unless he had 2 in hand or something, and even then.
Yeah, Lemur's just dead. Now, he probably...
Still no gadgets in! Sorry, Leumer.
Yeah, after this game, Lemur's got to go into his deck and see if Gadget Sands were in there. It's just really, really unfortunate. Just
Yeah,
extremely unfortunate for Lemur here. And yeah, the game is over. Is there even, with 8 damage plus 10 on Leroy, that's 2 damage on
Oh,
Pop.
but even then, it's just, right, he can even pop, and he's dead to Pyroblast next turn, yeah.
Plus, you'd be giving them whelps that could even have more
Right.
damage against you, even though
Too soon.
6 versus 4. I'm not sure what the difference is at this point.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Empty your hand. Do as much face damage as you can.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And conceal.
And conceal, sure.
Feel, don't feel. Yeah. All right. Well, that is a 3-1 win for Aroy, which is
My magic
now
will
this is
carry
Energy
you
versus Team
Team
Avatar.
Avatar.
And yeah, these two teams had no matches played yet in their series, as far as I know. Let me refresh the page. And yeah, this is the first one. So Zenergy's definitely holding on strong to that first place spot in the standings for the Green Division with this win. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
yeah, poor Valera.
Yeah. Again, I hope people still keep bringing Rogue because I still feel like she's strong. But man,
Keep bringing
it feels
Rogue.
bad.
Where's my auctioneer? Yeah. So next up, I believe I've seen these guys in the Twitch chat actually. Apparently, Vendy changed his battle tag. He's now Vendilion. Yep, he's
Nice.
Vendilion. Okay.
Right.
Because I looked down where he normally was, and there was a Vendilion, and I didn't know who that was. Okay. Yeah, but he and Hamboen are in the challenge screen, and Vendy. Okay. So we've been seeing Priest 2 times tonight, and both times it was in a lineup with things like Shaman, Warrior, Warlock, Mage, Hunter. This is a Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Warrior lineup for Vendy Click.
I cannot wait to see what that lineup looks like.
That's
I imagine it's got to be like fairly control heavy.
Yep.
Control focused, but
Very-
I'm excited. Paladin, hell yeah.
Very, very unique. Paladin, by the way, this week has gone down to 10 total submissions out of 100. So
Wow.
10% of THL is officially bringing Paladin in week 4. And
Wow. I feel bad because that was partly my fault too, because I've been running Paladin every week and then decided against it this week.
yeah. Well, I mean, don't feel too bad. It's just kind of a natural thing, I guess. And yeah, Hamboen, speaking of unique classes, is bringing Druid, which has also been pretty rare, along with the big 3, which are obviously not rare.
Right, super rare. I'm curious to see what Hamboen brings for Druid. Because I mean,
Yeah.
there's a few archetypes. None of them feel like they're tier 1, but you know, between Beast Druid and there's also that Jackie Chan Wisp of the Old Gods Druid, which seems fun. I haven't tried it, but it looks really fun.
Oh, these guys are doing battle, and I don't know what their bans are.
Oh wow, that was fast.
I'm gonna ask them.
Let's see. They are totally doing battle.
Hey.
And it looks like Vendy's bringing Paladin against Hembo and Shaman.
And it looks like it is an N'Zoth Paladin.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So they both banned Warrior, and okay. Yep. I don't blame Hamboen one bit. He banned probably the most powerful class, although I don't know. I would ban Rogue sometimes. Yeah. So N'Zoth Paladin against what looks to be Aggro Shaman. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. You know, if there's one card that's really cool in the N'Zoth Paladin, but terrible against Shaman, not so much against Aggro Shaman, but like a mid-range one, it's Edric the Pure.
Oh yes, that card's so underrated in like slower matchups too. Like I feel like
Yeah. I've even had success with it against sometimes a huge stealth Miracle Rogue board of like huge attack minions.
right, like after they burn both double cold bloods against something. Let's see. I might have to restart my client. I'm not seeing the second set of cards. Vendy's cards
Uh-oh.
for some reason.
Yeah, so Hamboen's got a turn 1. Murgleton picked the Rogue. Your power. The other selections just weren't that good. I actually didn't see what they were. So Vendy Click knows that this is Aggro Shaman 100%. And you see that it's a dead giveaway. Because obviously a mid-range Shaman is not going to want to lose their hero power. It's actually very good.
Yeah, right. Like any totem-based shaman.
Yeah, so has Pyromancer in hand, has Humility. The Aggro Shaman's off to a pretty fast start here with Sir Finley Murgleton, Totem Golem, and Tunnel Trog. So Vendy Click's actually in the position where he needs to find equality fairly soon with the Pyromancer. You can neutralize the Totem Golem just a bit, which helps, of course.
Reporting for duty.
But the damage is just going to keep on coming.
Yeah, and that's the sort of the problem with N'Zoth Paladin is if you don't get board clears early, if you don't get your heals early, and you're facing like fast aggro, you're sort of toast.
Yep. Hamboin just pushed 7 damage while clearing. Oh, Vendiclick found the quality just in time.
Nice.
'Cause this was a board with Sir Finley Murgleton, Tunnel Trog, Totem Golem, and Flame Tongue Totem.
Don't worry, lad.
All right, my spectator mode's been fixed, so I'm
Cool.
good.
Alright.
Nice. Bendy's running corrupted healers. That's cool. Heal bots.
Wow, Hamboin's only play was the Argent Horse Rider, cleared by Stampeding Kodo.
That feels bad.
So the Nazad Paladin's actually really, thanks to that Wild Pyromancer and Equality, and now this Kodo, it's completely turned around. Vendiclick's not out of the woods yet, because he's going to continue to take damage and needs to find heals, especially.
Time for games.
Right, he's down to 20. There's a Flame Wreath Faceless.
Flame Wreath Faceless with exactly 4 mana to be played. You can't just play the Faceless.
No, you could Sentinel into Faceless, right? And then hope that there isn't a second clear.
Yeah, in that case, the Sylvanas Steel is a...
That feels really bad. Yeah, right, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Definitely feels awkward with the Sylvanas. Hamboin has the Earth Shock and could use it, but at that point, the play is not just not very, very strong in general, and you really want to save that for taunt.
Right, especially for Tyrion, right?
Now, this Rockbiter is an option as well.
Or you could clear Sylvanas with Rockbiter.
That,
Yeah, I like that.
or he just goes face or trades Dakota
Oh,
and is Earth Shocking the Sylvanas. Okay.
and also playing stuff. Well,
Does it like this? Okay. Yeah, that was a rough turn. Really awkward for Hamboin.
yeah, I don't know if I like that as much as either, like, I would have either cleared the Sylvanas if you're going to go that route, or go face. Get him down. Fendi got Forbidden Healing, so that's going to be clutch.
Yeah.
Because only because right, like, Hambon's now down to that one card. It's Flame Wreath Faceless, which is
Right.
isn't
Yeah,
terrible to bring down, but
He's riding a lot on this Faceless. Not only is it dead to the board, it's going to get humilityed. Well, it's probably just going to be dead to the board. That's not the case now, thanks to the rogue weapon, though. Forgot about that.
right.
Yeah, and the Sentinel can clear the spells. You just need to ride these Flame Wreaths to victory now.
Right, and hope that Vendi doesn't have another board clear, or Aldors and Humilities to answer,
Yeah.
or Edric for that matter.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, I gotta
Maybe.
say,
It might just be Edric. The really nice thing for Vendiclick is that Earthshock's been used, so if one of these Flame Wreaths goes down to one attack, you kind of know it's going to stay there.
right.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of feel like Hambo's strategy here should have just been Smork as much as possible.
Oh,
Because,
never. Yeah. To use the Earthshock is against that, yeah. Now the Tyrion's here.
yeah,
I don't suppose he's running 2 Earthshocks, and he can find one with the knowledge here.
right. Yeah, it certainly could be. And maybe he's running a Hex as a one-off.
Maybe.
And that could help. So, yeah, you definitely have to acknowledge here. And what you get.
Lava Burst. Yeah, I mean, you can clear the Tyrion, you can use your face and the Flame Wreath, and summon the second Flame Wreath. Not the worst to tank this damage when you know that corrupt heal bot.
Right, we'll heal you for some.
It should heal you eventually.
Right.
It might not. Because Edric the Pure is just incredible now.
So good here. Yeah, so good here.
And
I kind of the opinion just Edric and then go face, right?
go face, and I don't know. I think Bendy is in such a powerful position here. You can even use one of these Forbidden Healings just to shore yourself up, because could you be dead to You could be dead to a combination of cards like
Like
if both these facelesses stick to the board, you're dead to Doomhammer, Double Rockbiter.
Let me think.
So might as well heal.
Right, but he's overloaded for how much? 2? Yeah, I guess he's down to what, 7 extra.
Move quickly.
Yeah, you'd have enough mana.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah. Either clear one
Sure.
or heal, or both. Yeah, by clearing one, you're not dead to.
Ops for the heal.
Okay, yeah, I like this.
Fun. And then Ghostface. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
2 Forbidden Healings in hand, really. No reason to try and heal for 20 off of both of them.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, Hambo's gonna have to kill one of the corrupted heal bot just to stay alive, and that will involve Lob Burst,
Yep.
unfortunately. And yeah, not much else going on. Gonna
No, right, and that's right. Like that's the problem with trading as much as he did earlier is that
Yeah.
like he doesn't have enough burst to close it out anymore, right? I mean, yes, if he got Doomhammer, Double Rockbiter, and some other burst, but you know that Vendy's got the second Forbidden Healing, and you're down to 11.
right. Oh, even going with
He's going for the Aldor Corrupted. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess you can play this corrupted heal bot again. If Hambo kills it to heal again, then that's just more damage that's not getting used on your face, and you're pretty safe. I mean, you could also just trade, go face with the Ashbringer, make a dude.
Right.
It's yeah. I don't really see a problem either way.
Yeah.
With
I agree.
the second Forbidden Healing in hand against Aggro Shaman, you just can't
Reporting for duty.
lose here. Unless there's an MC tech.
Well
Oh,
played.
no,
Well
No,
played.
not so much.
didn't play around that one.
Alright. Looks like Hambo's gonna suicide. Alright, so
Yep.
Vendy jumps quickly to 1-0 lead.
Yep, Paladin 100% win rate. THL messed up big by not getting it much this week.
I know, what were we thinking?
That yeah, but turn 4 Pyromancer equality, that says it all. If that
Yeah.
didn't happen, the game was over. Most
Yeah,
like
yeah, totally.
True Silver would have been all right. That was definitely needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh well,
let's see what
easy.
they-
10 minutes ago in the past, you're Ella giggling about Paladin and Priest, but guess who just won?
And do
Guess who's queuing up?
The light shall bring victory. For Doomhammer.
Alright,
Ooh,
so
Excavated Evil, very good inclusion.
nice. Yeah, especially against Shaman.
And Azure Drake, huh?
Huh.
Saves the death, saves the Akanai, makes sense. Is
Gnomish
this,
Inventor.
is this
What?
OTK?
Wow. Maybe.
Seems like it.
Maybe. No? Because you've got Emperor, Drakes, you've got Cycle.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it sure seems to be OTK, which I don't know. I imagine this priest might do just about as well against Shaman as long as it has Akanai and Circle.
Mhm.
Maybe Shadow
Yeah.
Word Paint.
Yeah, totally. And we're already seeing Akanai, so I'm assuming he's running a circle.
Could coin the Blade Master, but that is it
Ew.
falls so hard. It fails so hard, and you have no follow up. But he does it.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
there's actually nothing to clear it. It's going to work,
Yeah, right. Like nothing to clear it cleanly. He only has 2.
except for Flame Tongue, or except for Totem Golem, which you kind of have to do because they'll just heal it and
Oh,
trade.
that's gonna be so annoying. Yeah, if he doesn't do that, yeah, he absolutely has to.
I kind of like just playing the 3/2 here. I mean, it's unfortunate you wouldn't be able to clear your overload stacks later, but I think all the pressure is needed now. Akanai Circles in hand too, even, and
Ooh,
Death.
yeah.
He kept it. Whew.
Yeah, Vendy's got all the answers.
Yeah, has I mean, it's 4. That's kind of the time that the doctor comes out.
Yep.
I mean, you could play Tunnel Chog and Argent Horse Rider maybe, and then follow up with the Faceless and get the guaranteed bonus. And I don't know. Yeah, this just makes no sense.
Maybe it's just like if you're aggro shaman, this is not the place you want to be, right? Like you're gonna have turn 4, priest is still at 30 health with basically a full hand.
Yeah, this might be a sentinel into horse rider now.
Into horse rider, just go face. It's probably the best bet. And then next turn you've got 6 mana to play with.
Yeah,
hopefully
this is,
like.
Yeah,
The
this
thing
is
you hope for
really-
is Doomhammer, right? At this point.
Definitely. This is really pretty crazy that Vendiclick has brought an OTK priest from the, like, in all likelihood, OTK priest, which I don't think is any better against Shaman and Warlock than a standard control priest.
Right.
But it's what he brought.
Right.
Seems to be doing the job.
Yeah, and N'Zoth Paladin, and we'll see what his warrior is. I'm curious to see if that's Oh, I guess we won't see what his warrior is.
Yeah, got me. Rogue's still kicking. Alright, has embraced the shadow, but might as well just get Akanai out there. So Akanai is a threat in her own right, because you kind of want to kill it, because the hero power is just representing too much.
Mm-hmm.
But to kill Akanai is pretty costly. You can't play your Flame Wreath this turn.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, because you've got a horse rider and
Yeah.
just
But-
totem.
Yeah, but you have to remove this Akanai, because if you leave it up, the Flame Wreath could die to like a Flash Heal hero power. It'd just be terrible.
Oh, Mind Blast! This is awesome.
All right, the combo is assembling. I kind of like playing Justicar while you can. Although maybe the body's just too weak,
This turn?
and he'd like to cycle into more AoE.
Yeah, I don't mind Drake here. Yeah, I agree. No,
Seems
I think
like
Drake
the
is
thing.
fine.
Yeah, so if people aren't familiar with this deck that Vendiclick's playing too much, the goal is going to be cycling into and discounting with Emperor Thorson either Malagos or Prophet Valen. The two cards function pretty similarly. And this Embrace the Shadow is also very important to get discounted, because by doing that, you, I mean, with Malagos or Prophet Velen, the Flash Heals become Pyroblasts for 0 mana.
Right.
With an Emperor discount, that is. Yeah, so just place the Drake, the Flame Tongue Totem gets to help clear this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Flame Wreath finally gets a chance to play, maybe. Not so easy this time for Vendiclick.
Yeah, I guess he opts for card draw. Cycle.
Yeah, he's staying true to the combo, even though there was a clear there with Embrace the Shadow, Flash Heal, and Hero Power would have taken out the Flame Wreath, but now he's taken 9 damage. And Hamboin has lots of burst and even draws Ancestral Knowledge to get more burst.
Right, he could do 19 damage, 21 damage this turn. Yeah, go for it.
He could.
Don't worry, lads. The cavalry.
He's gonna go halfway.
Halfway, that's fine.
Oh, decides to trade a bit. Okay. Yeah, protects the board just a bit.
That's fine.
Yeah, and now I think... I mean, if one of these cycle cards get played, then there just has to be a Shadow or Death off the top.
Right, otherwise you lose, right? Yeah, absolutely. So he's going for Nomish because it's 4 mana.
Right. Well,
Another Flash Heal.
now there's Embrace the Shadow double Flash Heal. Could also heal yourself.
Right. You'd also double, and you probably don't want to do that unless, like, you're
You better draw Shadow or Death next turn or the turn after. Or some AoE, Excavated Evil or something.
Choose quickly.
Right. Excavate Evil. Yeah, there'd be some room to squeeze in and Embrace the Shadow, clear against the Flame Wreath here. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's not clearing anything here. Does he want to?
Oh, he's about to rope. He's got to hurry up. Alright, okay. Alright, so he is opting to clear the Flame Wraith. Faceless, which is fair. Now that is 10 mana or 10 damage less now than he's got to go face with.
Yeah, it's a pretty sticky situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Embrace the Shadow to clear, but I liked it a lot more the last turn. I don't know.
Yeah, the previous turn. Yeah, totally.
You just can't afford to assemble your Wombo combo against an aggro shaman. The way that it was getting played out before, just removing the threats, was working really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that being said, Vendi cleared a decent amount and has Justicar True Heart to get the healing going. Eventually, it's just kind of slow.
Yeah, right. And you can't really afford to play this matchup slow.
Nope. Embone's got 16 damage he could deal this turn if he wants.
Yep.
I don't know about this trading. That damage seems pretty important.
Yeah, right. And Vendi's down to 19.
Plays around additional board clears by doing this, but yeah, I just don't know. Profit balance here. That's not half bad. Okay.
Holy Smite. I guess that's got to go at the Flame Tongue.
Yeah, because right, the Flame Tongue represents 4 damage total, so yeah. Alright, interesting that he cycled with the trick. I kind of expected to see Prophet Valen and the heal happen, but the drawing definitely paid off. And now there is, again, 16 damage that could be dealt this turn. And I think Hamboin's been trading quite a bit. If there's ever a time that you're going to continue trading, it's against Azure Drake, because the Holy Nova could just be too much.
Yep. Azure Drake and Cleric too, for that matter.
Yeah, Cleric could hit 1 damage in. I just don't know.
Or could draw, I guess, is the bigger concern.
Yeah, the 1 extra draw to find a Holy Nova. But I don't know. If you sink 3 damage into Cleric, that hurts.
As an aggro shaman. Yeah. Looks like he's gonna Earth Shock.
He's gonna silence it.
Cleric.
Keeps the damage that can actually go face. Keeps the Divine Shield up. Or no, just trades all the way. Okay, I mean, this sets up a board where if it's not cleared, it's almost certainly lethal because the
Oh, that's gonna be punished. There's like the insta play from Vendi there.
Good thing is though that the most important minion's still standing, Tunnel Trog, which will get buffed so much.
Right. What is this? 6 buff?
10 damage
10
plus
damage plus
5.
6, 16. Yeah.
That's 15. 17 if the Feral Spirit can play too.
Right.
Which is all in at this point.
What to do?
Which
It's tough. Because normally you don't want to like play your burst out until you've got lethal, but you might as well at this point.
right, just get as much damage out there and hope that
I hope he doesn't have an excavated evil. Evil is what you hope for, because otherwise you'd be.
Right. So now with 11 damage on board, Vendiclick cannot heal to more than 11 health with Justicar. So if dead.
Can't clear his. Yep.
Well,
Yeah, you know that. Man, that game was so close. I think that if Vendiclick cleared the Flame Wreath Faceless, the second
turn
one, that
before.
is,
Right.
yeah,
previous...
one turn sooner.
Yep.
that
Would have made a difference.
Yeah, for sure, because the clear from the turn before, there was mana to use a hero power and not 2 flash heals. So the second flash heal could have even healed his face. So, yeah, pretty interesting game there from a priest that we don't really get to see much.
Right. Oh, what is this? Cthulhu Rogue?
Druid.
Druid? Oh, okay. That makes
Yep.
more sense. I think
It's the Druid.
my spectator mode is glitched.
Oh, okay.
Because I still say I see Hembo and Druid on top, and then Vendi Rogue on bottom with Cthulhu cards.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
You were ahead of me, and you saw the mulligan. This is
Okay, I'm not
Cthulhu
crazy.
Rogue.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, the fact that he's playing Cthulhu Rogue is crazy. So that makes
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
So we got Cthulhu Rogue
I guess
against
what looks like Beast Druid.
Beast Druid. Yeah. So, okay. So the Cthulhu synergies with Rogue include Blade of Cthulhu, which is a 9-mana 4/4 that destroys a minion and adds its stats to Cthulhu. Against an aggressive deck like Beast Druid, that's probably never going to work.
Thank you.
Right.
I think it's mainly thought that these Beast Druids are pretty good against Rogue to begin with. Is kind of why people bring it. Is that correct? Kind of out of the loop when it comes to Beast Druid.
I guess so. I think it's mostly because, like, Beast Druid, you can build a really wide board with tokens and Power of the Wild buffs.
This
And
is
then
true.
Rogue just doesn't have board clears outside of the Fan of Knives nowadays.
You, my master.
Right.
So I definitely
well,
can see the.
This is no, the Shadow Strike is for the Shadow Step is for Cthulhu.
Yep.
For Blade of Cthulhu, it's for lots of things.
Shadow Step on Cthulhu sounds nasty, dirty.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Teacher lines up perfectly with Shadow Strike.
Shadow Strike. Yep, totally. And Undercity Huckster. Wow.
Is this a soft build as well?
Funnel cake.
Maybe. I mean, we've seen 2 Beckoner of Evils, Disciple of Cthulhu, and a Cthulhu's Chosen. That's sort of the bare minimum if you're going to run both. And Twilight Elder. Huh? Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this deck.
Yeah. And a Zero.
Cyril, I wonder if there's
Weird.
a gadget fan.
Oh, Ancient of Lore might actually be really good. Even for the heal.
Yeah, so this is I want to say formidable board. It's actually kind of weak, but I mean, Druid does struggle against boards like this. Hammo's gonna struggle to have minions stick. This Power of the Wild's decent. Is he making the?
That feels good. Yeah. Right, because
It buffs
the
up.
Power of the Wild interaction is that the spell goes first, so it triggers the token, and then it buffs both, which is awesome.
Right. Oh, Ancient of Lore off of. Wow.
Yeah, like I feel like that's actually pretty good. Right, the body's gonna be good. You can use it to heal or cycle.
He can even Shadow Step it.
You can even Shadow Step it. That's right.
I think the Shadow Step's actually going to be pretty good on Twin Emperor Veclor at this point. Also,
Yeah.
Yogg has appeared, and I
Yeah.
am disgusted.
I am excited.
All right, fair enough. It'll
I
balance
cannot
out.
wait.
Then.
Yeah, right.
All right.
This is kind of awesome to see these guys play these.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Great. Absolutely.
Saves the Shadow Step, uses the Great Toxin
Right.
to clear the board. Probably.
This guy's tough.
Oh,
Yeah, probably clear. Go face. Yeah.
I would have run the Thalnos in and saved the health on the Beckoner. Probably.
Maybe I could see Thalnos still doing some work though next turn for just pure spell damage.
Yeah.
There's that Blade of Cthulhu. So you pretty
All
much have to Twin Emperor here, right?
Oh yeah, this
It's
is
just so strong.
it's a druid's worst nightmare outside of the outside of a Black Knight or something.
Right.
Not trading at all. Yeah, it makes
No,
sense.
right? Yeah, exactly. You can't.
No. The potential of double swipe is actually not clearing the board entirely.
Oh, but it's gonna do pretty good, right? Like the only thing that's gonna be left is the SI7, right? Like you clear the Twin Emperors, you clear everything else. It might be okay.
Right. In fact, the yeah, the swipes are essentially like one of them is just taking out the 1 health stuff, obviously, and
Right, and then
two
the
of
other
them
one's
are
taking
killing
out.
one of the and Drew of
Yeah.
the Claw will most likely bash into one of them,
Killed the other one. Yep.
which is great because an injured Druid of the Claw will not give many stats to Cthulhu from the Blade of Cthulhu, which may or may not be happening. Not sure.
Oh, right, for health-wise. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's,
wow, Brand Blade of Cthulhu. He's going to probably Shadow Step. Yeah, absolutely Shadow Step this Blade of Cthulhu. Golden. That guy looks crazy. There's something seriously wrong with Blade of Cthulhu. Okay, Shadow
guess the
Steps
up's
are
not
for...
the- yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Shadow Steps are for Ancient Lord. Yeah. So Blade of Cthulhu, yeah, both swipes down feels really good. He doesn't Shadow Step it, doesn't feel threatened at all, I guess.
Yeah, and that Soul of the Forest on just one minion does not feel good at all. And like you're down to basically like YOLO Yogg, right?
Yeah, it's looking to be that. Hamboin's played a decent number of spells, I want to say.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Here comes Brand Blade of Cthulhu. I guess double the stats get added, so Cthulhu's going up 10 health and 4 attack, if the health even mattered.
Right. Especially in this matchup with Hambo and down to 14.
Oh, got him. He's got a 22-26 Cthulhu now. So maybe it's Yogg time.
Hambone's done Coin, Power of the Wild, Wrath, Soul of the Forest Swipe, Double Swipe. He's got a few. He's got,
Yeah.
a good 8 or 9.
The power of the Wild, yeah.
Ancestral Knowledge. Right, let's see.
Demon Wrath,
Oh. Earth Shock on.
Yogg, of
And-
course. Divine Spirit on. Blade of Cthulhu, Fan. You got an Innervate, that's pretty nice. Shiv,
Oh, Shiv on Bran. That's awesome.
not too shabby.
Because that would have been amazing. Like Bran, if Bendy drew into Cthulhu with Bran up.
Yep.
That would have been
Picks
fun.
up Innervate, can math this. Yogg actually managed to stick to the board,
Incredible.
which is usually not the case. He usually goes bye-bye pretty quick.
Oh, there's Cthulhu.
And here's Cthulhu. That's
26, that's game, yeah.
Now, I don't know if BendyClick knows this. It's definitely something I thought before, but yeah, the interaction with Eye for an Eye is that you only take 1 damage. I've thought otherwise before.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, there have been cases where I knew it was Eye for an Eye. I wanted to drop the Cthulhu to win the game, but I didn't know what the interaction was, so I had to take a turn to do something else to test for the Eye for. All right, so Cthulhu. Sorry, yeah, Cthulhu Rogue does it. Bendy brought very interesting decks.
Yeah.
I must protect.
And yeah, if the priest can just find a win, that will wrap it up.
That's a
for
druid.
Bendy.
I wonder who's
Um,
favored here in this matchup.
Because
You've got at the very least, Bendy's got 1 board clear, 2 board, like 2 or 3 board clears here. That would help clean up the board and stall for time.
right. Yeah, I would imagine that might be the case. It's kind of funny actually that these druids, a lot of the minions they're running are actually kind of vulnerable to even some of these weaker minions like Gnomish Inventor.
Oh yeah, right.
Like
right.
they might actually be able to do some work. And Circle pops up, so Akanai's looking great.
Yep, that's 2 full board clears, right? That's
I
pretty
like
good.
playing Pyromancer as a dude here. I think it's completely fine. 'Cause you've got all the board clear going on in your hand right now.
Right.
It even forces the trade. Because Pyromancer's pretty scary if you leave him alone when the priest has a coin.
Yeah, he could have also roared, but that would have felt bad.
Yeah, for sure. So Vendicook goes with the Gnomish. Will probably play a naked Akanai next turn if he has to. With 2 in hand. And Hambone's a little awkward here with the mana. Has Soul of the Forest, which not the greatest. A Power of the Wild.
Power of the Wild also doesn't feel good. Like, you could buff to clear the Gnomish.
I think
Which I guess is what he's going to do.
I think rather than buffing, maybe it was just better to suicide the Mounted Raptor, hero power down the Gnomish Inventor, and use the Power of the Wild to make a 3-2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually agree. That would have felt better, at least.
Although the Raptor is very annoying. I suppose doesn't want to play Akanai. Yeah, you just play Akanai.
Yeah, with the double Akanai, I think that's right.
Threatening enough on its own, for sure. Might even get traded in with, which, I don't know. If Hambone continues to trade, which I think he kind of has to in some ways.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, what's your other play here? You're not going to play a naked Druid of the Claw without trading. I'd say I think you have to trade.
Right, because Druid of the Claw, they just naked up against Akanai.
It's just gonna die, yeah?
All they need is 1 flash shield. And that's a dead Druid of the Claw for free.
Right, or circle and hero power.
Essentially.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it goes with this. I like this a lot.
Yep.
And it doesn't even get beaten by Holy Nova because the young priestess, but nothing. Yeah, so it looks like Hambone's gonna struggle to create a board for a good while, but yeah, these Druid of the Claws might be just the things that are gonna stick the best at this point.
Yeah, definitely, because they'll do some work. You know, like there's not a really inexpensive way to deal with it next turn.
You charge them. Charge it.
Charge them.
Keep it healthy.
I don't know. The only reason why not is that it's just too vulnerable to the Circle of Healing Akanai combo.
Right.
Or Akanai Flash Shield. Or...
Yeah, found the Flash Shield now. Has spell power on board too. It's just it's so weird because the minions that Vendicook is playing are just threatening enough to make the Beast Druid want to trade. And it's really slowing Hambone down.
Yeah, totally. Because he doesn't want to, right? Like here, ideally, like if not for that Drake, he'd even charge the other dock or run Drake, go face.
Yeah, a way to clear this here would involve Savage Roar, which you could pair with Fandral Staghelm. But you really want to get to choose. Oh, that's amazing!
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, and he gets a draw. Granted, it's probably going to just get Shadow of Death, but still, that's pretty big. Or just Circle of Healing. Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad. Yeah, it was definitely a very threatening board as it was looking out here. But yeah, this Akanai will be dead, just like all the others, and massive choose one value from the Fandral Staghelm here now.
Yeah, right. Into Living Roots. Yep.
Okay, gets to choose the minion here. Aberrant Berserker. Drew the Flame's a card that you put in your deck anyway.
Right, I'd totally go for that. Right. Another beast, another...
Yeah, you don't play it here now, obviously, because you want to hero power the Akanai. But yeah, it's also the cheapest minion there, which makes sense because you have the Soul Force. Wait.
And Mark of Sarge.
Why were there 2 Mark of Sarge?
Yeah, good point.
Huh. That must have been a spectator.
I also saw 2, so...
Weird.
It wasn't just you. I might have actually gone to face there. And then...
Yeah, missed 1 damage. He does know that this is the OTK priest, though. Like, this has been...
Oh, yeah, because he saw... Yeah, right, he saw it the other turn.
Actually, I mean, he's seen this much cycle. Did he ever actually see the Prophet Vellum?
No, he
but
did
he saw
see the... he saw the...
Right, you saw the Mind Blast, you saw
Yeah,
the Flash
yeah.
Shields, you saw the...
The writing's on the wall then.
yeah, totally.
Kind of a weak turn here. The Fandral.
Especially leaving Fandral, yeah. Because he's got what, Druid of the Claw and Druid of the Flame.
If I'm Hamboing, I like trying to make this Soul of the Forest happen, maybe.
Right, oh yeah, like squeeze it in. Right, just, right. Druid of the Claw, so before.
Yeah.
Good.
Can even clear
Trade.
like easily.
Yep.
Yeah, and this just makes a hugely resilient board, which is obviously a good thing. You have Savage Roar in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Akanai Circle's been used.
Right, both Akanais
Excavate
are
Evil
gone.
was used.
Right.
Yeah, so this circle's kind of eh. Holy Nova's not doing much at all, really. Pyromancer's gone too.
Right.
Goes with the
This
Emperor.
Emperor isn't bad, but it's not discounting much in terms of your combo, right? Other than
Well, Flash Shield down to 0 is good. Mind Blast 0.
Yeah, it's just helping
Minus one.
Bendy piece together some sort of combo
Something.
in the future. Some better clear, and I think Hamboin will also deal with it. So Savage Roar, Swipe, and even Mark of Yasarj.
Yeah,
would
maybe
be-
even Mark first. See what
Yeah.
you can to, and then
It could be an Innervate or something. Because
Right.
Mark is doing 2 damage, so the board would then be a total of 11, and your Savage Roar is 10 damage, so you could do 21 there,
right.
and Swipe is
You could
4
even
obviously, so he's 2 damage
double
off
Mark.
lead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Double Mark, you're
Right.
even left with enough mana to swipe and Wrath down the Emperor.
Right, or even just, yeah, right. Or wrap and trade or something.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go for Roar. Okay.
Oh, okay, and then he can clear.
Do it with just face and then, yep, that feels really good.
Okay. Is he playing this Druid of the Flame? Okay. Feels a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lot.
I kind of like cashing in the Savage Roar value. I think it's fine. Like you did 10 damage for 3 mana. That's good.
Yeah,
It's
I
never
agree.
guaranteed that will always be the.
And you've got 8 damage and 2/2s coming
Yeah.
if he does board clear.
Yeah. So, Profit Balance here. You can Death, Druid of the Claw, and Flash Heal would heal yourself for
I must consider.
10. And then your Hero Power would heal yourself for 4. And you could Mind Blast for 10. That is a play.
Yeah. Now, this looks like he's going to try to Shadow or Death the Druid of the Claw.
Right, I think that has to happen no matter what. But yeah, the Prophet Velen healing could get him back up to 22. Opts to go for the 5/5 instead of the 6/4. I don't know about that. I guess deathing the Druid of the Claw was only going to leave a 2/2 behind, which is
That's true.
ideal. Goes with the Justicar.
Justicar gets him up to 17 with 16 on board. That's lethal, right? Oh, 11 on board. 11 on board plus 14,
Mark of Yasarj.
15, 17. Yeah, that's lethal.
18. Yeah.
That's lethal.
Yeah, so the Prophet Velen play would have healed him so much more. And I think that the Prophet Velen being on board,
Would have like required an answer, right? Yeah.
because the Holy Nova would have just been a
Well played.
huge clear. But yeah, Beast Druid gets it done. It was close for a while, but yeah, that finds a win, and now it's 2/2, I believe.
2-2, yeah. That's right. Now it's going to be what? The OTK Priest against...
Unknown Warlock, undisclosed Warlock.
Wendy's Warlock. Alright.
Favorite Warlock. Yeah, so I tend to think that it's Zoo. He banned the Warrior.
Looks like a zoo. We see Double Sea Giant and Darkshire.
Yeah, so this might be the Priest's real opportunity. to take it out. I think Hamboin put the Beast Druid forward, made it a 2-2 series, but now Bendy's kind of got what he wants. It's a slow start though.
Yeah, it is, right? You've got Circle of Healing with no Akanai. Excavated Evil's not going to do anything until turn 5. And just not going to be able to answer a turn. I'd just coin out Darkshire here.
Yeah, you know,
Or
Hamboin's seen quite a bit of this priest so far. He's played against it twice already and never saw Shadow Word Pain. So the Darkshire
that's true.
Consummate could have been a really interesting opportunity to just get huge damage going.
that's
As
fine.
early as
I like kind
possible.
of like this too. Just go wide, but
Yeah, why not?
No.
Why not?
there's
Oh my god.
that's gonna be huge. Yeah.
The MVP is here, although it's kind of awkward now that the Blade Master would die to it without doing anything. Because the Void
Right.
Walkers-
You're
the
not going
way-
to use Circle of Healing there on the Blade Master.
There's no guarantee at all that Akanai Circle's even happening next turn though, because like Vendi's got a turn 4 play and no Mission Vener. Has Excavated Evil as an alternative.
The following turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like he's going for the Akanai.
Yep, this
Circle play.
okay, the Mortal Coil picked up by the Peddler is gonna do wonders here. Also, Hamboin has the Spawn of Nazath in hand.
Oh, nice.
A lot of mixed opinions about this card. I think it's an interesting card for sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to play Forbidden Ritual.
It's good
Wow.
in terms of
Yes.
the damage that you're getting immediately.
Yeah, it's going to
also-
get punished next turn, but yeah.
It's also vulnerable to 5-mana board clears, which Hamboin has seen a lot.
Right. He's definitely seen at least one Excavated Evil double Novas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those will always be problems. Maybe it's just better to,
That's fair. Just get the damage in while you can.
yeah, get the damage in and have it dealt with while you can.
Yeah, right. Give him a reason to use one of his board clears, because you're going to reflood the board next turn anyways. Right.
Yeah, actually, I think Hamboin might be kind of happy to see, one of the more premium board clears get used, because a board of 1 health minions, that could have just as easily have been killed off by Pyromancer plus random spell.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
And,
like the threat that is the Darkshire Councilman.
Oh yeah, he's
Is the
gotta
thing.
go.
Like, he had to, yeah.
Nobody likes that guy. Unless you're the
It
Zoo.
smells.
Yeah, absolutely. I can attest to that. Alright.
But then Habo is just, he's just going to start building up his board. Right?
Double juggles. Oh my god, Bendy Click needs more board clear. So quick.
Yeah. Right. Akanai or...
Oh, these are some good jugglers. They know where the place is. That's really unfortunate, because now no matter what the juggles are from the Void Walker, yeah, better to do it this way so as not to miss damage.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Because the the Imping boss might have been forced to hit a 1 health Drake. This way you push an extra. Oh my god.
Wow.
Is Bendy Click
Just
dead?
dead,
If
right?
he-
Like, he's 8 on board, plus, right? Like,
If he
you can
Drake,
survive another turn.
if he
Oh, if
Drake,
he-
oh wait, he has the Embrace the Shadow. What are we talking about? He can embrace the Shadow and Circle of Healing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Duh.
Right.
And then yeah,
And still Drake.
yeah.
How much?
Yeah, it's so weird. We don't see this card get played. We're so used to Akanai being the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Buying or selling.
Alright, see what Peddler brings up. Flame in.
This might. This may have just secured it for Bendy. That Embrace the Shadow, we
It was huge, yeah.
forgot that card was even existing in the hand at that point. Now here's Holy Nova. Oh my god.
Jeez, yeah.
Could even play Mind
Is
Blast.
someone injured?
No, you definitely heal yourself.
Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? For
Mind
handling.
Blast is always playable, yeah. Well, he draws the
Excavated
Excavated Evil. He could ever get
No,
Drake
he wanted
down
to see.
3 health.
Right.
Well, he goes for it anyway.
Yeah. Fair enough. He's got to know that's pretty much it.
Yeah. No
Especially
mission
with all the
vendor goes
healing.
out. And
Might as well heal up Drake and
trade.
trade. Yeah. I guess go. Well, that's fine too. Go face and heal Drake.
Go face, heal Drake. Flash heal your own face if you want to, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Who cares? Right. And with just a car.
Not that there's anything that can really kill you at this point. Yeah, he
Right.
heals the Drake up to full.
It's fine.
And Gormont could not be any more of a dead Gormont.
Mhm. Same with Villager. That's not what Hamboy wants to see.
So Vendi has 12 damage to push. Might as well just a car, I guess.
Right. Just a car, face, and
Yeah, I
heal
mean, that's
self.
just-
Might as well.
It's just so much healing.
Right.
Like the Warlock has 5 damage on board. They need to do 19 with
Right.
3 cards. That's impossible.
Right. You're now back up to 24.
Because Enhancement Meccano's gone.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Which
Back up to 24.
it would
Got
need.
4 a turn plus flash heal. Mind blast is already practically lethal.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, so Hamboin, realistically, at a very low life total now, has a few ways to deal with the bigger attack minions, can play Sea Giant.
I wonder.
Can also tap, but the minute he taps, unless he taunts, he's dead.
Right. Right, and that's without even knowing that like, there's any damage in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Which he does. So he's
Not
going
going-
for PO. Yep. For the right play, it doesn't tap to save health. Yep, that's
Yep.
right.
Of course, no
It's a
issue
Shadow Word Death.
for Bendy Click. Just going to remove, hit face, get back up to near 30 health.
Right.
And
Might as
outside
well
of the,
blast.
he's
Yeah, that's
got
fine, whatever.
he's got tricks up his sleeve. He doesn't want to spoil it.
My shield for
Right.
Argon.
That's too bad, and that's lethal.
Yeah, now Hambo gets a
Well
surprise. Wow. Okay, so
Well played.
Vendi Click
I know, with those decks, man, that's
with the
love them.
very unconventional lineup with
Yeah.
Azat Paladin,
Cthulhu Rogue.
OTK Priest, Cthulhu Rogue, beat Aggro Shaman, Zoo, and Beast Druid. Wow.
I'm kind of curious to see what Vendi's warrior was. See if there's anything interesting around there.
I mean,
With that lineup, who knows? Maybe it might have been a
it might have just been like a control warrior, maybe Fibonacci's or
yeah.
something for all we know, or could have been OTK. No idea, but that
Sure.
that was very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of an awesome way to end the night too, right? Seeing those cool decks and
Yeah.
seeing it go to 3-2.
Yeah, don't often see that. So yeah, that match closes out with Vendi Click of Team Danger Zone picking up a pretty big win against Pure Strategy. They might be climbing their way up into the green standings a bit. Unfortunately, it looks like Danger Zone
nice.
had a DQ loss this week, but this makes 2 wins for them in matches played. So yeah, really big deal. So.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, it was a 3-1 win for Aroy of Synergy over Leumer of Team Avatar, and a 3-1 win for Markshire from the Harry Generals over Kuthroat from Noob Central. So yeah, those were all our games tonight. I think they were generally played pretty well with some matches having a few swing turns that really could have changed the overall outcome, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then there was Leumer just not drawing into gadgets
God.
over 35 turns or something, which it just
Yeah.
feels bad.
It feels really bad. Like when Rogue goes, it looks so good. But yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so and definitely some things to learn from. Like I think there was the what was it? There was the game one with Markshire's Hunter against the Warrior. I think where the being really passive against the Bloodhoof Brave nearly came back to bite him, and then
Right.
I think Vendy Click could have potentially won the Priest versus Aggro Shaman.
Yeah.
Because he had the chance
I
to
agree.
heal for 10 with Flash Heal with Prophet Bell.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. Really interesting games. Those are about all the thoughts I have left. I don't know if you have any
Yeah,
others.
no, to share the same thoughts. Definitely an awesome set of matches, though. No matter what.
Yeah, I enjoyed them quite a bit. There was a lot of diversity between everyone. We got to see some priests. We saw one priest get banned. We saw one dragon priest just crush poor Lemur's Miracle Rogue, and Vendy's really, really cool OTK priest. So yeah, that's always refreshing to see,
Yeah.
especially the different classes winning as well.
Yeah, right. We saw a couple hunters. We saw a couple rogues.
Yep.
Saw the freeze mage. Yeah,
Lots of warriors banned. Lots of warriors
Smart.
banned.
yeah, absolutely. It's definitely
Yeah,
the way to
so
go.
I don't know if there are currently any matches scheduled for Salty or for the THL Sunday ticket, but if you're playing tomorrow, you want your match casted, hit up D Lyman. You can hit up me too. You can hit up MB Parker. We can get those matches casted and see more of this great action. But until then, good games to everyone. Really, really enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's about going to wrap it up for Salty Saturday
Yeah. See you guys.
for week 4.